Hello everybody and welcome to Paddling Pool 278. I am Pat here with Zari. Hi Zari!
Hell yeah! This is gonna be a good paddling pool. Also, because we've got groups. We don't always have groups. Love to see that. Which means people get to play more games before having to go into the losers bracket if there was one. So, but yeah, this is gonna be good. For our first set of the day, we have Winchy Paddling on my pool versus Circus Freaks. And both of these teams are looking interesting, but I cannot say I can place any of the players personally.
Yeah. Well, we're about to learn about them. We'll start on Museum d'Alfonsino on Clam Blitz. It's always a good map mode to see, honestly. You, like, zone control and your ability to control mid is so key into winning this game. If you're able to just stay under that platform, you can stay there and stay incredibly threatening and apply so much pressure. And, I mean, it's Clam Blitz. It's about the coordination. I think these are both pickups. So coordination will be tested and we'll see how these pickups are doing as we start right away.
Yes,
right
away.
Yes, now.
Yeah, there we go. Yep. It will be interesting to see what these two teams have got to offer. All right, we're seeing a range blaster. We're seeing a roller. Oh my god.
Well, you already have your favorite team, I guess.
Well, we'll see how this goes. But otherwise, kind of standard enough. Like you see a certain amount of 52s and obviously shots, and there's still the odd splash knocking about. And that sniper rider is a sniper rider, so we vibe.
Yeah, but it's starting pretty strong for Circus Freak right there, getting a lot of players thanks to that brawler. That's the kind of brawler gameplay that you want to see. And the Circus Freaks have two super clams, but finally the padding on my pool are able to defend, push Circus Freaks away, and now is the time for the pressure. Circus Freaks getting in, getting a ball in the basket. I mean, when she paddling on my pole, still able to defend, still able to keep them at bay, and AM12 not able to keep that clam alive. The rest of the team is there with a tactical. This fight is not over. The basket is going to close, and Crazy just getting in there, getting more splat with that roller.
Yep, yes indeed. You need to keep rollers far away or else they will just wreak havoc. But absolutely, that is a good start for Circus Freaks. And they have got another power clam in there. Very nicely done. But it doesn't look like they're going to get much else in. Yep, that will be the end of that second push, which just means they've got those two power clams in. But obviously, because they were in separate pushes, they do lose those 10 extra points they could have had that would have got them to 60. So definitely not what they were looking for as such, but still a very strong start for them.
And that crab tank allowed when she paddling to just get a lot more space. C+ Gaming able to defend to stop the super clam that was coming in a bit too fast right there. When she paddling on my pool are back into mid, back into that fight for the control over mid for the clams. Circus Freaks, they already have a super clam at the ready though. How did they get them so fast?
Yeah, they do just seem to be like going everywhere and getting as many clams as they can. We see the roller sneaking up, looking for pigs, and able to find two, which will work very well for the rest of Circus Freaks. But as I say that, they were two down there, which did mean they had to back off.
It's going to be the end of that push when she paddling on my pool. Are able to win a few fights, but they need to get rid of that roller before they can do anything. Crazy is going to super jump away, giving a little bit of space right there to paddling.
Ooh!
A trade with the Zuka. Paddling are still clawing their way forward, getting more and more control over me. Now they're looking at that platform. Now they're looking to get in with the clams, but they need to collect a lot of clams in order to make a single ball. And they don't have that yet. We still have a lot of time, but they need to collect clams.
Yes, indeed. And they are starting to get there. They've almost got enough for a super clam. But as we say that, there we go. They should have enough between them for at least a super clam. And they do have that pity sitting there. So it is enough for them to get the lead. But they also need to get an opportunity here and utilize it well. We can see that this roller, yet again, ready and able to take picks when they get the chance. Very nicely played there. That was well worth.
And that's control over the map for Circus Freak. Going into the final minute, that is pretty good for them. All they need to do is stay into the middle of the map right there. But Stamper getting 2 for 1 is pretty good. The crab tank is going to give a little bit of breathing for when she's paddling on my pool. But I mean, they need that crab tank to push forward, and now they're just using that crab tank to get back into the middle of the map.
Yes, indeed. One down on both sides here. We're getting really close. They should be able to keep overtime. So there is a little bit of wiggle room here for Winchy paddling on my pool, but not very much. And they have made their way through mid. But we can see the specials coming out from Circus Freaks. Though the Kraken should give them the opportunity to get to the basket. But I'm just thinking, they've only got one power clam. They didn't pick up the pity. And they've also... It's so close. They did get it in. Okay. They have 4 clams to get in. 3 clams
4
to get
clams,
in.
now just 3, but they are nowhere near the basket. Vadvid trying to get in, gets intercepted by Crazy. Absolutely slaying and ending this game. That is game 1 going to the Circus Freaks.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That was closer than I thought it was going to be. Well, actually, it could have even been if they'd gotten a couple more clams in. But that is the issue, right? They did not get that push until the very end, and that meant that if they weren't able to follow up on it, which they weren't really, then they couldn't get to the point where they would get lead.
I feel like these two teams were pretty even, except every minute Crazy would pop off and get free kills.
Yes, I'd agree with that.
Like, outside of these instances, once every minute, the two teams were pretty even, were fighting well. It's just that, we forgot to call out Crazy, and Crazy just destroyed everyone and flipped the game upside down.
Yep.
Going into Rainmaker when a single splat can end your push, when she's paddling on my pool, they need something to call out that roller. They need, point sensors, wave breakers, something to punish that roller for sharking.
Yes, and even if that just means even more paint, like that is one other way to deal with it. Is if you paint everything up and you make sure to, because there was even a moment in that last game where we witnessed the roller like sneak directly up to them, because there was enough still of their color of ink sitting on the ground that they were able to do that. But you just have to be so careful with a roller like that will take any opportunity to to take people down with them. You just cannot let them have any room to breathe, because they will absolutely be behind you and about to swing a massive roller on your head. So yeah, they definitely need some way to deal with that roller, because even if the roller is able to get ahead and even like shark in that street area or push up beyond that to the ramp, then you're just you have to deal with the roller first. So that I don't know what Winchy paddling on my pool is going to fight that, but we're gonna find out.
Well, they need to do it now, and it doesn't look like they're changing much in terms of composition. We don't see a pencil anymore instead of a zap, but going into Rainmaker on Manta has so many flank routes and so many different opportunities to go. Going for a zap is honestly a pretty good pick that we see both teams using now. When she's paddling on my pool, trying to grab the Rainmaker and run, it's not working. They get punished incredibly hard for that, and now the Circus Freaks are just running forward. Monty behind them with Azuka is not able to connect with anything, and that's an easy checkpoint for the Circus Freaks.
Yes, indeed. Crazy getting out of there before they get kind of squished against the wall there. But absolutely, like, they're still, Circus Freaks are still pushing. They're still alive. And the Rainmaker's the only one left. Oh my goodness. Okay. Able to push to 19 on their own. This is not looking good for paddling here. This is not ideal.
Yeah, that jump to the side with the Rainmaker completely to paddling on my pool off balance. They did not expect that, and they were so slow to react, to rotate around, and they did so one by one, letting the Rainmaker buy a few more points. When she paddling on my pool, that's not how you want to start game number 2. Now they have an incredibly uphill battle to fight.
They do indeed, and that starts with getting control of mid, which is definitely what they're trying to do. And with 2 down on the side of Circus Freaks, it should be that little bit easier, but hello? Gaming just living there. But does end up going down. But here's Crazy getting the picks, taking them down, stopping that push from going anywhere.
Somebody stop that roller and send them back to spawn. This is an onslaught. Spamming on my pool. Are getting the repop though. They're still in that push. They're still in position. They just need to... Okay, that grab tank absolutely attacking the bunker is incredibly powerful. 2 down on each side. It looks like battling on my pool are getting the Rainmaker back, and if they're able to get rid of that roller. That roller getting a trade. A trade's all they need to delay the checkpoint. And Lan still in there, still fighting for it, and he's going to drop. Ooh.
Trying to keep that stall going, but there is this range blaster who can do a lot of work there. But as we say that, immediately someone beside them going down. Crazy, not able to get to the range blaster before they're able to take them out. But the sniper is there to follow up.
And what a follow-up. Wench paddling on my pool are still getting the pop on the Rainmaker. They still have a lot of control over mid, and with 2 players down, they are looking to push forward again. They know that they need to get to that checkpoint as fast as they can, because a single splat can stop the Rainmaker in its track, just like that. And with 3 down, Circus Freaks are holding that checkpoint strong, Zari.
Yes, that's what I was just about to mention. That was so close to them finally being past the checkpoint there, but all it takes is that Stamper being there and being ready, and they have to do it all over again. That is after they can get control of the Rainmaker, because there we go, there's the kill. They just need a couple more to kind of lock down this middle area, and then they can start pushing again.
Yeah, we see lots of fights going. It looks like battling, grabbing the Rainmaker a bit too fast, a bit too eager to grab that Rainmaker. There's a bit of panic on the side of paddling on my pool. Circus Freaks holding the defense pretty strong with that charger and that stamper. That's going to be the pop for them. And right now they're cleaning up mid. That roller just getting in there and forcing the crab tank to punish it. Just crushing dreams with that roller right there. I'm not stopping with that.
Yeah. Push. Oh my goodness. It continues, and with this shield, they're able to get even closer. But that bomb will finally take them out. But that is the extension of the lead. They've pushed forward another 5 points. Oh my goodness. Paddling need to get to the other side of the map. They haven't even got checkpoint yet, and we're down to less than 30 seconds. Oh, this is not looking good for them.
It's their last push, it's their last shot, and look at Crazy getting in! Just stopping the Rainmaker! No Rainmaker for you! That's more time loss, and now it's going to have to be an overtime win just to get to the checkpoint. Not a single mistake can be made by Wenshi paddling on my parade, but at least get the first checkpoint. That's going to be huge. They are pushing forward. This game is not over. This set is not over. The Rainmaker is popped, and Fatal is grabbing it. No more coolant, no more anything. It's all about countering what the Circus Freaks are doing, and they get the pick on the Zap. Bestial will
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness!
They dodged! What? A comeback!
Oh my god. I don't understand. That was incredible. That looked almost surely done for when she paddling on my pool. That looked like they weren't even past checkpoint. They weren't even past checkpoint before overtime. But it didn't matter.
I feel like Circus Freaks, they got a bit too confident. And they all wanted to be the one to get the splat on the Rainmaker. They were all racing for that. And they realized a bit too late that they overcommitted to that. In the end, it was just when she paddling on my pool, the dodged onto the snipe. Here, look that's a bad move with the Zap. You want to just throw bombs and wait for a mistake on the other side. But Circus Freaks just getting in, and here, dodging the sniper and getting in the win. That's what a comeback. What calm and awareness by when she paddling on my pool to just pull through and showing why you never ever give up in Splatoon.
Yes, indeed. When there's still time, even if it's only overtime, everything is still to play for. It's not over yet. So that does mean set 1 of Paddling Pool. Should mention Paddling Pool 278. These numbers, they just keep going up. It's insane. But set 1, we have a game 3. And it will come down to Tar Control Inkblot, which very standard, very, you know, that's a map mode that we have a lot for good reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's our classic default tower control map, and it works. It just works, and I can't wait to see what these teams are able to do on here. I feel like we're going to see more roller action. We also have a very, very good map mode for a good blaster, and we've seen a good blaster on the side of battling on my pool.
Yes, that's what I was going to mention. The blaster should be doing quite a lot here, especially with its ability to not get as close as you need to be, while still being able to target the tower. That will be helpful. But yeah, I wonder if they're going to like, who was it? So when she paddling on my pool didn't have a sniper last time, they might. No, they're sticking with that. Okay. Wait.
And now
Lan.
That's a brush water combo. You don't see that often, especially with the Zekofin. That's going to be a lot of pressure on C+ to really paint the whole map with that Zap. Meanwhile, all of paddling on my pool have a lot more paint. That's going to allow them to just see crazy coming. Maybe right now it looks like paddling on my pool are taking control of the mid and are looking for a way forward with the tower.
Yep. Yes, indeed. They've meant that Circus Freaks have had to back off. But as we're saying that, that's 2 down on both sides. There's a lot happening. Oh my goodness.
A lot happening indeed right now. The Circus Freaks are pushing the tower to the checkpoint, but it's over already. Palo activating the Kraken, forcing all of Circus Freaks away. But oh wait, they lost 2 players in the process. Circus Freaks are getting back to the checkpoint, and now it's just 1 player left. Crazy is pushing them. Checkpoint is going to go through, and all of Circus Freaks are now on the attack, looking to get to that second one, looking to get to these bats.
Oh my goodness. Sadly, the roller missing that jump there to get back over and round, but that is a very, very strong position to be in. But as we say that will be with the... there was a suction bomb. I was gonna say, oh my goodness. Also, Sniper, what are you doing?
Yeah, a bit too eager to jump in. If that trade is a pick. Like that jump would have been excellent. That would have been a continuation of the push. Fortunately for paddling on my pool, they were able to stop that. They were able to push people away, but never mind. Oh wait, it's just the sniper having to jump away. These jumps are in danger right now. Paddling on my pool need to punish this if they want to go forward. Kraken is deployed. That's going to be the tower going back into mid again.
Yes, indeed. But they weren't able to find that player they were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And that player gets back to spawn. But as we keep talking about, the paint will keep at least the roller at bay to a certain degree. Like the brush can just be anywhere. But if you're able to see them coming, then that will do you well. But yeah, this is just a lot's happening.
A lot's happening indeed, and it feels like when she's paddling on my pool is winning all of the fights, are painting the whole map, but it's just right now that they're pushing the tower, and every time someone gets on the tower, suddenly Circus Prince gets back the numbers advantage and gets moves like that. What is that? Gosh, why the brush?
Oh my
goodness! Right there!
Lan! Oh my goodness! I am very surprised we did not see this rush coming out in clams earlier, but it worked out for them. So this is all right. Circus Freaks, all right. You make the decisions. We'll just watch. Oh, crazy! Just in and then immediately out the second it turns. Oh. This is some gameplay.
Some gameplay indeed. The tower is still mid. Paddling on my pool has the numbers advantage. They got rid of the opponent's backline, but they know that they've been flanked left and right by that roller and that brush. They need to pay attention. Crazy is under the tower, getting one and chasing, trying to get even more. Is going to be punished, but when she's paddling on my pool, they only have 1 minute and they haven't gotten rid of that checkpoint. Again, we know they don't need to get rid of that checkpoint until overtime, but still, that could help if they were able to push forward right now.
Yes, indeed. The brush is just looking for this blaster, finally able to connect, but oh my goodness, they're just everywhere trying to find another opportunity here. There goes Crazy back to spawn to jump back in again. But yeah, this is when she's paddling on my pulse. They've shown that they can do it, but the anxiety of it getting closer and closer to overtime, it be like that.
Yep, we are now in the last 20 seconds, and when she paddling on my pool has yet to get past the first checkpoint, which usually on this map is a formality, but now with 10 seconds left, Circus Freaks, they're keeping the fight active. They're forcing when she's paddling on my pool to look over their shoulder, and look at that! It's just the end of the game. Circus Freaks dominating and not letting game number 2 happen again with a tripling strike.
Yes, indeed. Circus Freaks just all in mid, ready to take that and stop it from happening again. And that will mean that they start this group set in a pretty good position here. So yeah, but that was very interesting, especially that second game. It did show that when she's paddling on my pool, they did have what it takes, but just Circus Freaks, oh my goodness, the movement on these players.
That movement was incredible. These moves that we saw both with the brush and the roller, maintaining the chaos, making sure that when she's paddling on my pool, could not use any advantage they have, anything that they had. It didn't matter because there was always a brush or a roller behind them ready to ruin their day. And that's how it works. That's how you want to make these really ultra aggro comps work. Circus Freaks showing how it's done.
Yes, indeed. Very well played to both of these teams. And a reminder that because it is groups, that does not mean that when she's paddling on my pool is down to loser's bracket or anything. There's still more games to play. But with that in mind, we're going to go to a short break as we find out who we're going to be seeing for round 2. Do not be going anywhere. We'll be back real soon with some more real good games of Splatoon. Welcome back, everyone, to Paddling Pool 278. We've got some good teams here. I look forward to this. But yeah, Sanagi versus Red Velvet Sea.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one. We are now in group number F, and we're going to start with Clan Blitz on Barnacle and Dime. It's always such an interesting map to watch being played, because like in zones it's so annoying, because if the opponent has the zone and pushed you away, you have to wait at least 50 ticks before you can get back onto the zone. Yep. In Clan Blitz though, you have much more control over your basket, and if you're careful, you can get back that control relatively fast, so it makes for much more balanced game, I feel like.
I just noticed something. That isn't the normal Snipe Rider on the side of Red Velvet Sea. That's the other one.
Yep, it is the Rain one. And when you have a good zap on your team, you can switch to the other one. Both of the pencils are very good weapons, to be honest.
You just don't normally see that kind of red one in comparison, because it's there to fulfill a support role, and you don't get to make any other choices most of the time. But that is a very quick turnaround there. Sanagi able to get the wipe. They already have clams on their side. There's the far glam in, and they do have another one already ready and in the basket. This is starting strong for Sanagi.
Yeah, very nice opening push right there, but Red Velvet Sea are fighting for that basket, are at least pushing things away. Wait, someone is still scoring onto the basket from the side right there. And we're now at 42. Boo Boo is still in there with that squeezer, forcing all of Red Velvet to just cower away. What a snipe with the squeezer right here, and another super clam is going in. Just two more clams. They have the clams, and that's going to be okay. Oh, by Sanagi, dominating that game, just not letting Red Velvet Sea do anything.
Yep. We were talking about how sometimes you can have more control over your basket, you can get it back, but that was not an option really for Red Velvet Sea. They just didn't get the chance for that because they couldn't get rid of the squeezer. And if there's still one in there, then you are not ready to push out yet. You have to get rid of them. So that is a very quick one cycle for Sanagi. They are on to the second game of the set. This may be looking like a very quick set, because it's still, even if it's a better map for it, it's still splat zones. And even on Hagglefish Market, you can still get locked out pretty bad in certain scenarios. So Red Velvet Sea has to figure out how to not have that happen to them.
It's a map that's easier on comebacks, and anything's possible. After what we saw last set, we know that a comeback is always possible, no matter what. Red Velvet Sea, they need to stay on the map. They got completely staggered. They lost all control of their own spawn. They need to regroup, rethink what they're doing, and find the solution quick, because again, we're in groups. This is best of 3, and now it's do or die for them.
Yes, they need to get this win here, or else that's just the set for them. So this very much an uphill battle, and it's not impossible, but it is hard to come back from a first game that goes as that one just did. And even just calming yourselves down and just looking at it critically, and thinking about what that other team's playing and how you could possibly counter it, or if there's a strategy that you know that might be able to help you specifically with this map mode. So I'd be interested to see if we get any changes from Red Velvet Sea. I doubt we'll get any from Sanagi. That just worked incredibly well for them. I don't think they need to change anything.
Yeah, I mean, like, the pressure is completely on Red Velvet Sea to adapt, to find something, and it looks like... Is there a double charger? Am I in love?
Oh my goodness, I was not expecting that. Also with the heavy?
Heavy edit.
Yeah, heavy edit specifically.
Yeah.
This is an interesting. Okay. Okay. We'll see if this works for them. It's just the sheer lack of front lines. But
It.
okay.
It's working. I mean, both the pencil and the squeefer paint pretty well and are pretty good at enabling the one splatter shot that's on the side of Red Velvet Sea. And right now, Red Velvet Sea, they just got the zone, they got control, and they're the ones staggering Sanagi. What a way to answer after that first game. Red Velvet Sea are on top, are in control, and are looking to keep that defense going. Koro just jumping in is going to get punished, but Pablo is uppering a little bit too late, and it looks like Sanagi are going to get the zone right there.
Yes, indeed. But Red Velvet Sea 34 is nothing to sneeze at there. They do have a nice lead, but they do need to be careful as they come back in because Sanagi are here and they are winning, and that's already 2 down.
Yeah, it is not stopping right there, but the Chargers were picked, and Sanagi are looking to just get that lead back already. They are playing. Ooh, Bazooka is not going to find anything from Goro. That's. I feel like Sanagi are going to get the lead right away. We have huge holes, things are not stopping, and Red Velvet Sea are on the back foot again.
Yes, indeed. They're just not getting the picks that they need. And at times that can be just because you don't have the right angle. But as we're saying that is a triple coming out from the Stamper here. Oh my goodness. I don't think they're going to have the chance to get back in. Even with Zuka. If they live that. Oh, that is not going to work for them. Unfortunate for Red Velvet Sea. They did have such a good opening, but once they were completely pushed out, that was it.
Right. They got that one push. They got that opening fight that went their way, and they got a very good hold onto the zone. It's just that once Sanagi is in control, once Sanagi has the paint on the map, Red Velvet Sea could not stop them. There was always that one squeezer to just get a crazy pick onto the charger, onto anyone at any time, and Sanagi just buying themselves an incredibly quick 2-0, really dominating that set.
Yes, indeed. That will... Well... I did say after that first game that we're probably going to have a very short set, and that did come to pass. But I'm glad that we did see more from Red Velvet Sea. We did see why they what they had to bring to the table here. But sadly, it just was not enough for them. I think their struggle was getting back out, right? And that is what can sometimes be the issue with more longer range weapons on that kind of a map, that you just don't really have the pushing out power when you need it. And that kind of showed here. But had they been able to kind of not become staggered or not become completely wiped, it might have been a different game. But Sanagi absolutely just showing that they know what they're doing and they're here to get it done.
And got it done, they did. We will take a short break and we'll be back for the third and final round of this group stage. Do not go anywhere.
Welcome back, everyone. We are getting into the third round of groups, the last round of groups, in fact, and we have the two names. They're such a juxtaposition, but like there's one so long and one so short. Destiny versus the Declaration of Codependence. Oh, fair enough. These are two teams that we have.
That's your summer paddling pool. We get the Americans teams coming with their American names.
Yep. And then we just get Destiny. So, you know.
Oh, Destiny is also an American name. They spent all their time manifesting something.
This is just Americans versus Americans.
Yeah.
But yes, we are going to be starting on Scourge Gorge Rainmaker, which is definitely a Rainmaker map that exists. And sometimes we get to the ramp near spawn, and sometimes we don't get to the ramp near spawn. And that's the difference. Those are the two versions of this map.
Sometimes nothing happens, and sometimes we scream very loud.
There is no in between.
Whoa! And we see on the side of the Codependence both the Dapple Julies and the Wiper coming. That's going to be a super aggro comp. What a way to open. I mean, for Rainmaker, you want to go fight, and that's the weapons for it.
Yes, it is, but as we're saying that, people are getting a little bit, or this Julius is getting a little bit surrounded, and it does not end up going their way, and that was 2 down for Declaration of Codependence, which does mean that Destiny are able to start this push and start pushing first, but as we say that, they're kind of just being stalled a bit in mid right now.
Yeah, it's not going, and when you have a Dapple Julies that can pop out of nowhere and Splatty, you know you need to do that, you know you need to paint before you go forward. We see trade after trade after trade, and Codependence taking the Rainmaker, taking the lead, and taking the path to the checkpoint right now. It's all of Destiny defending, trying to stop things. It's not going... Oh, wait! They are able to stop the checkpoint right in the nick of time, but the Codependents are still in there looking to just grab that Rainmaker and that checkpoint.
Yes, indeed. And there we go. They are through the checkpoint. That is 2 down on both sides, but there is a Kraken that is ready and very able to take them out. But they did get a couple more points on the board with that kind of like squid jump on their side. So, or squid roll specifically. But yeah, that will put Destiny on a little bit of a back foot here. They need to get that Rainmaker out. It will reset shortly. But then they actually need to get out of their spawn.
Yeah!
Hello, Dapples! Hello!
These Dapples are not stopping right there, just constantly under there. And with no checkpoint left, this could be an incredibly good push for the Codependents. They are just getting in there, trying to get more of a blaster. Is not going to find anything, and there's 3 down onto Destiny. Codependents just scoring points right there, getting to that ramp, trying to get there. They're scoring a lot, and with a squid roll, they will get to 36. Destiny able to get back some control, but that's a huge blow onto them. That being said, Zari, we're only halfway through the game.
Yes, indeed we are, and it is important to note that they did not get to the ramp. But this is looking good for Destiny's ability to maybe find their way out. They were able to get a pick, but as I'm saying that, their junior had gone down, and this is turning immediately in the other way as the Wiper was trying to find some more picks there. But it doesn't matter, as the rest of Declaration of Codependence are able to get some more picks on the board, and the Rainmaker is just finding a different way in. Hello?
What?
Okay. Alright. Jeez.
It happens, but right now, Destiny still fighting for their side of the map. They have 2 down. They grab the Rainmaker and they need to drop it as fast as they can. Yes, they did that. Wait, no, they didn't. They didn't. It was a splat. It was the Dapples. Of course, it was the Dapples. And now 2 down onto Destiny again, and the Rainmaker is in their court. That is so dangerous, and we are going to reach that ramp now. 24 wipeout, but 24 points for the declaration of codependence.
Yes, indeed. Finally, they're able to get the declaration out of their spawn. But this is still, they're painting up, but this is still so incredibly blue at the moment. So they need to be well aware of anything that could be lurking, let's just say. Or waiting for them to make a move.
The move is not coming. Declaration of Codependence are holding their control over that Rainmaker and are still trying to push forward. It's just constant attack, constantly trying to get more and more. And Destiny again staggered, letting the Declaration get in. Jimmy just reef sliding in, paying the price, but it doesn't matter. There is so much space for the Declaration right now. They're so far ahead, not even grabbing the Rainmaker. They just took so much space.
Yep, yes indeed. We can see this is the amount of blue yet again overtaking the map. How would Destiny get anywhere close to that Rainmaker? It just is not going to happen for them. There is not enough time left. Especially, that's the last map. They popped it! They popped it! But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The game is done.
The game is done, and the game was the Declaration of Codependence. Controlling everything, makes sure that Destiny could not catch a breath.
Yes, indeed. There just was no space for it. And yeah, Destiny, I don't think they were at all prepared for a Dapples and a Wiper that were just so incredibly aggressive. And the Dapples, yet again, just with that ability to just quickly close the gap, it just meant that Destiny, with the weapons they had, were not able to react in time. Not really. So going into this Clan Blitz second round, it could... there's the possibility they will be overwhelmed again unless they have a way that they can think of to deal with this. They need to shut it down as quickly as possible to even get any chance to get through mid and get to the other basket.
Yeah, and we can expect the Declaration to bring back that Dapple Wiper duo that has been working so well for them. Destiny needs to take that space. They need to keep these two from just running at them and ruining their day, because, I mean, the pool lad that's going to have a super clan on them will also have a target on their back for these two to just run at and splat.
And also, they do have, because of the speed at which they're moving around and trying to get these kills, it also could be very easy for them to dodge through if given like a gap in the defense of Destiny. When codependents are on the attack, it could be very easy for them to just get close enough, put in a power clam, and back off. Not that I'd imagine they would back off. I think they'd probably continue to push and push and push. But the point being that they have that speed, which would be to their advantage for the pushing of the power clams. So depends how they want to play this, but that is certainly something to be aware of.
Yeah, but here we go. It looks like Destiny facing the same comp again, and this time with a range blaster. The vanilla range blaster is going to give them this. I mean, they already had it with a Kraken, but this time it's with the Wavebreaker. And honestly, Wavebreaker is a good move, especially against Apples.
Okay, but Destiny already getting 2 down by just taking them on one at a time and kind of just stopping them from. Oh, okay, maybe. There's so much happening, but Destiny's still in this aggressive position here, still trying to find these pigs, make the most of it, and they definitely are. And with that Wavebreaker, able to kind of just find them before they can do too much damage. But as we're saying that, they immediately get cleaned up by Declaration of Codependence. So that will be a quick push from them. The 52 trying to stall, but they get stuck in mid at the moment.
They're stuck in mid, but they're still very much alive, and it looks like Codependence, what they've been doing that first game is no longer working. Destiny really finding the stopping power between the Gaul and the Heavy Edit allows them to much more punish Codependence moving forward, and it's paying off right there. We see trade after trade, it's not done, and it looks like Codependence has the numbers advantage. They're not wasting a second, they're running forward, getting to that basket with the hammer, looking to just create the opportunity in, and that's an opening of a basket, and that's going to be a lead for Codependence.
Yes, indeed, it is. But at the moment, it's not that strong of a lead, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get anything else in, as it was just that single power clam, that single clam they were able to get there that really made the difference. But it would. Destiny can get lead with a power clam, so and they already have one, so it's not really that massive of a thing at the moment.
Oh yeah. There's still very much just a hair between these two teams. We know that on this map it's very much possible to take much more control, to have these big pushes. We have yet to see that right now. It looks like Codependence are back onto the attack, but they lose 2 players in the process. They have to give lots of ground. It's just their pencil moving back to the platform, getting the cooler for the defensive positions. And right now, Destiny smelling block, going forward, trying to get the picks, trying to get the clams in the basket. Gimme is chasing them right there, but with the dapples, that's not going to be enough. The lead is switched, and Destiny are back in the lead.
Yes, indeed, but it yet again not going to be that strong of one. All it's going to take is a power clam. So neither of these teams can be comfortable at the moment. They just need to get more of a consistent push going, as we were talking about earlier. That has not happened yet from either of these teams, but that doesn't mean it won't happen.
Yeah, it's what we've been seeing so far. And Drizzy with that guy doing an incredible job of punishing both the Wiper and the Dapple Julies right there, but all of Codependence still on the attack, still trying to push, getting a bit more. They know all they need to do is put a single Super Clam in the basket.
Yes, indeed. They are well aware of what is necessary here. But Reese able to kind of keep things under control for the moment, as the rest of Destiny is able to collapse on those that are close to the basket. But Capybara looking for a pick, finds one, which should open them up just a little bit more. But as I say that, here comes Azuka from the other side looking for a pick, which will slow both teams down.
Bazooka is not going to find anything, and now that we're in the last minute, Codependence grabbing both Super Clams. Maybe that was a mistake. It's Destiny pushing forward right now, and Destiny are looking to extend their lead. They want a bit more, but they're not able to. They have to leave the platform to Codependence. Destiny back onto mid, and with Bazooka, they're going to have to defend in these last 30 seconds of the left. Oh, here comes the Reef Slider. Gimmy's under the basket, but Gimmy's alone! Gimmy's alone, it's a wipeout!
Oh my god! And now they're going to be really missing that power clam that they lost on that original push from Destiny. Destiny, technically, all they need to do is keep the clams out of the hands of Declaration of Codependence. There's only 6 seconds left, and Declaration do have enough for a power clam, but not together, and they have not made one!
No power clam, no overtime. Destiny getting the game number 3, and honestly this one was incredibly close.
Yes, indeed, and I do believe that was game number 2 actually. But yes,
but they get like you know what I mean. They get to play game number 3.
Get to game number 3. Yes, no, I understand what you mean. But yes, that was not what I was expecting from that game going into it, especially with how strong Declaration was coming out of that first game. So absolutely, that was a much more kind of back and forth game that we did not see in the first one.
Yeah. Really Destiny adapting and changing their tune, being able to answer what the declaration of codependence did. And right now, it's on codependence to really find a way to adapt to what Destiny is doing, because now we're getting onto tower control and Destiny has the blaster.
Yep. Yes, they do. And we've talked about this earlier. Blaster can be so incredibly powerful on tower control if you can't get it under control. But what I will say, yet again, with those dapples and with an objective that they can very much kind of get ahead of and stay ahead of, that might they might get back into their rhythm a bit, because the reason that Destiny was able to kind of keep a bit more control over that second game was they were able to kind of split up the declaration of codependence a little bit, or just enough that even when there was a pick on the side of like one player at Destiny got taken down, they were able to kind of stop that from snowballing before it got out of control like it did in the first game.
Yeah, Destiny really finding control over the chaos, not letting the declaration just run circles around them. And as you said, like every fight would end up with Destiny staying cohesive as a team, whereas the declaration of codependence, they were vying for chaos. They wanted the chaos to happen, and Destiny standing strong and making sure that they stay in control of at least their own team really meant that they got that W. But now we're going in tower control. Let's see how they do.
Yes, indeed. Do we see any changes?
Yes, it's the vanilla dapple Julies this time that are going to give the tacticulars and the beacons.
That is definitely a set you don't see often being used.
Yep.
Because dapples had never strike you as a support, but if they can get in, then they can still do a lot of damage. So as we're just seeing, Gimme, knowing what they're up to, knowing that they don't really even need their sub and special to get the kills as long as they position themselves right. But oh my goodness, what an opening this has turned into.
Hey, as a support player, I've used the apples, and it works. It works as long as the rest of your team can just run forward with you. It's really a good way to work. I mean, the combo of the beacons and the tacticulars works so well, because it means you're constantly onto the map right there. It looks like Declaration of Codependence are doing exactly that. They keep getting staggered, they keep getting splatted, but they don't care. They're still on that checkpoint. And they pull through. I think they died over and over that pull through. They didn't care.
Yes, I would not be too surprised if there's at least something on the side of Gimme that makes those beacons work just that little bit better. But that will be the second checkpoint that they're continuing to push through. Should be able to get through, and there we go. Very smooth coming out from the Declaration of Codependence. They are figuring out what they need to do. But as I say that, Rexy gets taken out by Capybara, but here comes Artblank ready to stop that from going any further.
Yeah, that being said, they have 2 down, and Declaration of Codependence are respawning, because that's what they keep doing right there. Gimme not stopping, just running after the opponent, activating the tactical for the team. Oh, gets punished in it by Capybara. That's a huge pick right there. It looks like Destiny is going to get a wipeout, and they were able to get the beacons as well. Yes. Destiny finally breathing, finally getting back to mid.
Yes, indeed. But the question is, for how long? Do they know that that wiper is on the side there? They have found them, but they do have to be... Does everyone know that's coming for the tower? Ooh. Yes, indeed. They're able to stop it before it goes any further than that.
Yeah, and Destiny, again, using their playstyle of staying in control, staying strong. They're able to push through the checkpoint by holding the line. And right now, with trade after trade, the tower is going to move back, because the trades are always in favor of Declaration of Codependence.
Yes, indeed. We have seen that over and over again. That when they start getting kills, it's never equal. Never. So definitely we can see that Destiny are trying to kind of get back together, figure out what's happening. I was gonna say get ready for a push, but that's not happening now, is it?
Push is going to happen for the declaration of codependence, moving forward, painting all around. They want to prepare that next Zuka incoming, and they already have all of the rest of their players moving to these battlements right there. Outblank with the Wiper, getting one, looking to get another. What a fight right there! Codependence just winning these team fights, still pushing through, and with that hammer, very nice jump out.
The jump and also the miss on the hammer throw. That was not quite what Outblank was looking for. So they are still trying to find a bit extra. They're looking for a pick here, but everyone's kind of bunching up. Are they able to find it? No! They end up going back to spawn without another pick under their belt. And instead, they're going to have to try again once they get back in.
Yep, and right now, Codependence fighting for mid, knowing that all they need to do is deny the next push. They have the perfect weapons for that. They have the perfect tools for the job. Destiny though, cleaning up, getting 2 down. This is their opportunity. They have 25 seconds to just get in, get forward. They need to shoot that person down though and get rid of that beacon if they don't want to have players behind them the whole time. It's one more trade. You don't want to get a trade 10 seconds into the end of the game. Capybara trying to keep it alive, getting onto the tower. It's not over, but it's going to be a rough one.
It will indeed, and we can see Gimme on their way to the tower. Doesn't end up making it, but there's still Outblank behind with that the Wiper. I believe that a player must have got on that tower because immediately 2 people died off screen. So unfortunate for Destiny. Declaration of Codependence just able to get the push they needed and then lock it out from going any further. Unfortunate for them, but I do believe both of these teams are going through to the alpha bracket anyway. They're seeded 8th and 9th, I think, or 9th and 10th. Is it 9th and 10th?
Yes.
9th and 10th. Yeah. So both of these teams are going up there anyway. This was just to decide who would get the better seeding. So definitely both these teams have what it takes. Just Declaration of Codependence able to keep up that aggression and overwhelm Destiny at the end there like they did near the beginning of this set.
Yeah, very, very nice play by Declaration of Codependence, showing the power of the Dapple. And here at Dapple Productions, we have to we have to give the shout outs to the weapon. I mean, we're contractually obligated to.
That is very true. We are contractually obligated to talk about Dapples whenever we see them because we do not see them often. They are not a weapon that comes up that many times in a tournament. So we do appreciate the variety, and that player Gimme able to play it very, very well. So we'll look forward to seeing possibly more of them. But as we say that, we're going to be going to a break as the rest of the teams finish their groups so that we can see a little bit of alpha. Alpha bracket will be coming up soon.
And welcome back. We are now in the top cut of this paddling pool. We are now in the serious phase, the single elimination phase, and we are going to watch the round table going against this Calypso is Minging. I am Pat against with Zari, and Zari, let's go.
Yes, indeed. Starting on Rainmaker Undertow Spellway, that is a Rainmaker map that we see often, especially with the changes that I would say, I can't even say that were recent because it's not recent anymore, but like the changes do make it that bit easier to push kind of along that left-hand side from the middle. So it does end up meaning that a lot of teams, if they're able to get around that corner, can get quite far. But yeah, interesting to see. Is that a jet? Bowstring, interesting, but a jet? Okay.
It's a jet. Jet is one of these fast backlines that can work. Everybody wants to play pencil, so you never see a jet squash, but it's still a very, very good weapon. I'm glad we get to see it, especially with the vacuum, which is honestly the most fun special. It's not, I know it's not the strongest, but it's the most fun.
It can be very useful on Rainmaker specifically because you get the freedom of just pushing. But as I say that, Roundtable was kind of a bit split up. They did have 3 specials ready, but they weren't able to do very much with it. We can see this Rainmaker just trying to get through, but here comes the Stamper to end that before it gets all that much further. They get 2 before they get taken out.
Yeah, but the push is not over. That's going to be a checkpoint by Madame Reeve. Getting in, following up with the Ultra Stamp, trying to chase people away from Snap, getting one, almost getting the pop, but getting defeated. Roundtable gets to breathe a little bit. They lost the checkpoint, but they still have control of their side of the map and are looking to wait for the reset now.
Yes, indeed. This Calypso is making certainly an interesting comp when you take them all together because they do have that the edit and the bowstring as well as a rapid, and then just the little shot just to be there as the single front line. But it is certainly something that has worked for them to get to the checkpoint. But as we're saying that, so many people are going down on both sides, and Roundtable able to get through and to get to 21 points here. Very nicely done.
Yeah, that is a very nice push right there. Calypso able to defend it, able to stop that push right there. The Roundtable, I mean, they just bought themselves a huge lead. It's going to be on Calypso to really regroup and prepare something big right there.
Yes, indeed. They have a long way to go, but it's not impossible. They just need to have a good setup for a push here and kind of keep it going. But as we're saying, that Roundtable are coming around to meet them at where this first checkpoint was. They are waiting for them to get through that toxic mist, but that is already 1 down on the side of Roundtable.
Yeah, and right now the vacuum just forcing the Rainmaker to move back. Madame Reeve looking to get to the other side, trying to get a fast one, but has to just move back into mid. 2 down onto the Roundtable. The Calypso just switching back to the left and moving in, looking to get the lead. They're so close, but with that toxic mist, they're in danger right now. Just a few seconds left on the Rainmaker clock, and they're just 3 points away, Zari.
Oh my goodness! Enamel trying to make the rush for it. The last person alive does not make the jump out, and that is a delayed wipe on Calypso. But yeah, they're just 3 points behind the Roundtable. Oh, that must have been so defeating for them. They got so close, but they could not quite get where they needed to be. But that does not mean they're not going to have another chance to do so. There's still a minute and a half left, but they do need to stop the Roundtable from getting any more points on the board before they can even think about pushing themselves.
Yeah, the Roundtable back on the attack. They know what they can do, and now they can be much more prudent in their push. They can use all of their patience as they just maintain that control right there. The hammer is not finding anything, and the Roundtable is keeping their stronghold onto that side of the map. They're just staying there, getting splat after splat. Rainmaker is popped, but I mean, the Rainmaker is topped, but it doesn't matter. Through the round table, they still keep the paint onto the ground and have that control. Calypso.
Oh no, that is not what Calypso needs, but at least they were able to stall the Rainmaker in that moment whenever they lost so many players. But here we see the Vacuum keeping it alive, but not for long. So, well, against a heavy, and I'd imagine a bowstring, it doesn't take much for it to be filled, but this is looking like Calypso barely able to keep this Rainmaker from getting any more points, but they just about do.
And with the amount of stalling that happened, now Calypso has one last shot at getting the lead. They know they can do it. They got within 3 points of that lead, and now all they need to do is get a monster push, but they already lost their blaster, and with the strikes, that's going to be game number 1 for the round table.
Yes, indeed. That was so unfortunate there. They just ended up taking too many steps backwards, trying to stay alive, even though that was straight back into those ink strikes there. But oh my goodness, that was very back and forth. But the round table just able to kind of keep a little bit of dominance on there at points. And yeah, just able to keep their lead by 3 points. That is still insane, by 3 points, and then stall out the rest of the game. But that does take us to the second game of the set, with the round table being at match point now. Calypso need to take this or they're out of the tournament. So this is Tower Control on Mako. Haven't seen it in a while, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a classic map and a classic mode for that map. It's all about getting these snowballs. We'll see how these teams are able to do. I feel like these two teams were pretty even. I mean, they got within a few points of each other. It's all about finding the execution, and because it's Tower Control, finding a way to really snowball, get in there and create as much havoc while you have one person riding the tower.
Yes, indeed. And just kind of keep the enemy from getting close to the tower by having to deal with the front lines who are way ahead of the tower at that time. So, yes, I'd imagine we might see maybe a little bit of change coming out from Calypso there. I'm not quite sure they would want to keep, for example, the hammer bowstring. They might want to kind of keep it more closer to the tower instead of rushing it forwards. And I'd also say the round table might shift off of maybe even just that jet specifically, because it's not as helpful vacuum on this. Like, it can be useful, but not as much as on Rainmaker.
Yeah, lots. Honestly, having the other one with Rain could be a good move, but when you have a good jet players, that's usually a player that's able to flex between different walls, and we see different weapons coming in. So Pencil coming on the side of Calypso. Meanwhile, it's the custom jet with the Rain for the round table.
And the buckets on both sides as well. Also, that paintbrush. I was not expecting the paintbrush coming out from Calypso whatsoever. But yeah, this is a very different collection of weapons from these teams.
Yeah.
We will see how it fares for them. But at the moment, Calypso, they're the ones that are losing more of the players to begin with, and having to kind of deal with that. But they do need to get to this tower, because round table is just straight through that first checkpoint. And trying to keep it moving.
Yeah, Calypso just reworked their whole team, and finally it's paying off. They're able to push the round table away. Round table, they were able to get a very early checkpoint, but now Jasmine getting in there with the slusher, trying to get things going, able to survive. Incredible attacks right there. It's going to be back to checkpoint number 1 for Calypso. Looking to get even. The strikes are going to delay things and will give round table time to... Oh wait, never mind, they lost 2 players! And now Calypso is just on the attack, trying to get more and more. It's just Kido defending with the blaster, able to push the whole team away.
Yes, indeed. Stopping that push. They did get through the checkpoint. Important to note here, but stopping them from getting any further. But yeah, I would say the most important thing there, not even to get lead, is just to get through that checkpoint and stop from having to do that again. But as we're saying, that's 2 down for the round table, and Calypso are trying. There we go. Trying to set up for another push, but Keto on that tower, just trying to stop anything else from happening, but the chasing down of this paintbrush was not the right choice here.
Yeah, the paintbrush is still in there, activating those missiles. That's going to allow Calypso to just keep more control over mid. Look at that, all of mid is orange, and Round Table are struggling more and more. That being said, 2 players down, the 2 aggro players are down, and Round Table are back into mid, but the second they drop, Zari, the second they drop, they get picked.
Yep, that Snipe Rider is working on trying to stop them from getting anywhere here. This 52 trying to slow down the Snipe Rider, but does not end up getting anything for their trouble and gets sent straight back to spawn. Calypso just trying to get to the point where they're getting new freaking points on the board, but it just keeps taking them so long to get there. There we go, on to 63. That is slowly they're getting the lead, and finally able to take it after being in such a strong position for so long. But they need to keep the pushes going. They need to get to that second checkpoint.
They need to get there, but they're maintaining that control, making sure that all of Round Table has to watch left and right before going forward. That being said, Round Table able to take that control, able to be in that position, but now it's their turn to find the push. It's their turn to push to that second checkpoint.
Yes, indeed it is. We can see the Kraken not able to see that player that was behind them. That might end up being an issue, but I don't actually know where they went.
They just ignored each other.
Never mind. And this blaster being the last one alive on Round Table ends up going back to spawn. That's a delayed wipe. But okay, all right. Round Table are back on the back foot again. They do need to get a push that gets towards that second checkpoint, because currently they've been nowhere near it.
Yeah, it's been all Calypso for so long right now, but the Round Table getting the advantage again. It's 2 versus 1, and Kiro is under that ledge with a blaster, trying to get Animal, and getting Animal here is so important. The pencil could not respawn right there, and with the Kraken, Round Table is looking to get to that checkpoint, is looking to get that lead back with 30 seconds left, but they lose 2 players. All of Calypso is around them. We're still fighting hard for that tower right there.
Oh my god! Makito able to get the lead! What?
Just throwing bodies at the tower. Throw more bodies at the tower until we get the lead, and with 10 seconds left, Calypso needs a monster push now. They need to throw everything they had to get to that checkpoint.
Yes, indeed, and with the strikes coming out, they will slow them down. There's last person on the tower. That will be it over. And over for Calypso specifically. Oh, that's so unfortunate. They had it for so long, but they just were not able to see it through to the end. And then the moment that they were able to get that, Round Table was able to get that lead, there was next to no time left for Calypso to respond. And that just meant that, just goes to Round Table.
I mean, Calypso, they were so close and they got so much control during that game, but in the end, the Round Table able to pull through for one push, just giving the extra energy, doing everything they could to just keep the tower there a tiny bit longer and get the 2-0. Round Table is going to advance. Calypso fighting incredibly hard, but just not hard enough.
Yes, not hard enough. That looked like we might get a game 3 there. But how well that did not end up coming to pass. Roundtable definitely able to show why they're in this alpha bracket, and they will progress into round 2. I do believe that is the end of our block, though.
Is it?
Well, at least we've had our 4 games. But it is a bit early for us to be done.
Yeah.
Everything's been moving quite swiftly. So
I think we have a bit of time.
Maybe we might get another game. Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go to a short break and do another game.
Yes, we're getting another game. So short break, as you were saying, we will be back really soon. Welcome back, everyone, to round 2 of the alpha bracket. We have seated second, I.e. my dog, and versus Destiny. I do believe, I've now forgotten their seating. I had it with me a moment ago. God damn it. Seated 10th. Seated 10th. So this should be... Yep, definitely interesting. We have seen Destiny before. We have not seen I Ate My Dog. So, yeah, this is certainly a matchup. I'm not gonna. This is definitely we're having some weird names today. 2 of them versus Destiny. So.
Hey, that's good for Destiny. They're familiar with the name curveball that the other teams are setting at them.
Yes, that is true. That is true. So at least they have that going for them, because this will probably be an uphill battle. All right, first Carbon we've seen today. But other than that, very standard for what we've seen from Destiny. Reminder of what Destiny's game from before, while we play a little bit of neutral here. They were against the Declaration of Codependence, able to take game 2, but in the end, Declaration took the other 2 games. So definitely, this is not starting well for Destiny.
Yeah, it looks like I Ate My Dog are getting more and more, trying to get to the basket, but missing that. Ooh! What a long shot with Bazooka right there. I Ate My Dog are being pushed away, called out, and have to move back right now. Destiny just... They were on the verge of losing, of having their basket open, but right now they're in mid, fighting for more clams. As I say that, they are losing the fight and they are sent back to spawn. Ate My Dog are back on the attack.
Yes, indeed. And with that power clam ready to be pushed in at any moment, this is going to be difficult for them, especially. But as I say that, they lose the power clam. Wait, I didn't realize that no one actually had it. They've got enough clams between them to make another, but they're currently there we go. There's the power clam. But they're currently looking to kind of get some more picks. And as I say that, that's 2 down, and they are not quite close enough to get any more points actually in.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of that push for Ate My Dog. Destiny are limiting the damage again, only getting 20 points in these 2 big pushes, but I Ate My Dog did, half in there with a shot, just getting splat after splat after splat. That's a triple for that shot on the side. I Ate My Dog. The big bubbler is deployed under the basket to just stop that push, give the team the time to spawn back in, and that's going to allow Destiny to just stay back in defensive position. And we've seen them be very strong in this defensive position, but not strong enough, it seems. Basket is reopened.
Yes, indeed. And there's only 1 player currently up, and they're being antagonized by that Kraken, which definitely does give I Am My Dog some additional time to kind of find their way back in, get some more clams, and there we go, more clams, down to 34.
Yeah,
can I get any more? No, not yet, but it does seem like there we go, the basket will close now, but Destiny not in a good place here. Definitely need to kind of find their footing a bit more against this team, but Ate My Dog, they're already in the back line again.
Yeah, Ate My Dog are not stopping. They're constantly keeping the fight active. And right now, Destiny are struggling to stay on the map. As I say that, 2 players down onto I Hate My Dog. And Destiny will go back into mid, will go back with the tactical and have their opportunity to push. They need a big push to go over.
Yes, indeed. And with that... I don't think they know that the shot... Wait, never mind. It doesn't even... There's not even time for the shot to come flank behind, because they're actually just going to push. You know what? Might as well. But they don't have quite enough clams at the moment, and they're not able to do anything with their special here. But as I say that, here we go. They do have enough now to make this solo push. And are they... Yep, there we go.
Yeah,
there
they are.
it is.
just going in alone, getting more clams, have just keeping the push active. What a solo play right there, making sure that the game stays on the other side of the map. That's still going to give us 3 super clam to Destiny right there. Okay, never mind. I ate my dog. Able to put a few more clams in, extend their lead by a little bit, but not by that much. That's going to give Destiny
Never mind.
Never mind.
Absolutely nothing. That is a delayed wipe. We are back onto the Ate My Dog attack here. This is just looking like it's going to continue to be a struggle in these last 30 seconds here. Destiny not able to get out of this at all. They've got that wave breaker, and there is that trade coming out. That's 2 down though. Is it going to be enough? There's getting those jumps. But are they going to be able to stop them?
That's a lot of jumps, that's a lot happening, but with 2 down onto Destiny, Destiny is going to need to wait a little bit, and they can't wait much. It's overtime. You only have 15 seconds to get to that basket. Already 5 have been spent, and Destiny cannot get any momentum. It's going to be game number 1 going to I Ate My Dog.
Yes, indeed. Sadly, there is just no time for Destiny to do much of anything there, and that will mean that I Ate My Dog will take the first game of the set, pushing us right through onto Splatoon Mahi with a very decisive win there.
Yeah, that was... I mean, I Ate My Dog, showing why they are scene number 2 right there, showing the strength that they can have, how they, with 1 player they can hold so much control, maintain so much momentum. It's going to be incredibly tough to push onto them. Speaking of pushing, we are going on to Mahi zones, where to push you need to drop, you need to go forward, and it's going to be rough for Destiny.
Yes, it will be, because this is definitely a map that you can get locked out on for splat zones. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still very much a map that can go that kind of way. So with the aggression that we're just seeing from Ate My Dog, it's gonna be an uphill battle. We've been saying this whole set so far, but truly Destiny have to figure out how to either slow down Ate My Dog or speed up themselves, or maybe just how they can get into that advantageous position over Ate My Dog. But I don't know if they're going to have the time for this.
Yeah, I feel like even when the fights were pretty even between Destiny and Dog, I Ate My Dog was the team moving forward, and Destiny not recognizing these micro plays of, okay, we have the same numbers of resources, but we have the opportunity to get that extra choke point if we just move that way. If we go to the side, we can delay them. And I Ate My Dog really controlling the pace of the game, even when they were not winning the fights. We made sure that they had always the clams going their way, and the map going their way. Destiny needs to work that out and find a way to pierce through these strongholds that I Ate My Dog has. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if they're going to have that figured out by this game, but we do see a little bit of a switch up here on both sides. Seeing some paintbrushes today. All right, and that sloshing machine coming out from Destiny here. Definitely a little bit of a change of pace for them, but will it be enough to keep the paintbrush and the carbon at bay? It'll be a struggle. It'll be a struggle.
It will be a struggle indeed. It looks like right now with 2 down onto Destiny, I Ate My Dog is going to open with full control over mid. Right now that control is not that important, but as soon as the water drops down, it's going to be incredibly powerful. Destiny trying desperately to get in position to push forward, and they're able to apply a penalty and get some control over the zone, but the missiles are coming. The missiles are coming, and I Ate My Dog is back in control again.
Yes, that is so unfortunate. They had that moment of stability before it. My dog just went straight back in for the kill. And that, yet again, they're back through those penalty points. They have nothing really in their way. They're just trying to hold Destiny back. And there's that switch over. There's more ground to move around on. But will this be what Destiny needs to get back into this game? It certainly looks like they might have the opportunity. As I say that, I don't think they do. I was going to say to flip the zone, but then 2 immediately went down, and we are back to this point yet again.
We are back to this point, and we are not stopping. Okami finding one under that ledge, looking to get another, but gets punished by the blaster. Destiny now looking to go forward. The blaster getting a trade. The zone is taken by Destiny, staying alive in this tournament. But I ate my dog. I still on the hand right now. But Paintbrush only finding a trade. We are on in an all-out battle for mid right now, and both teams just throwing bodies onto the zone, trying to get a bit more. And with the missiles, it looks like I Ate My Dog is going to get full control.
Yet again, definitely keeping on working on those penalty points. It doesn't even matter to them that much if they lose the zone for a little bit, because they always know they'll get it back. But the question really is, will Destiny be able to stop them from getting any more points on the board? Will they be able to get to a situation where they can actually make some points happen for themselves? That's the question. And with what was 2 down, they might be able to make this work for them, but it's just not happening quite yet.
Yeah, the painting power of a pencil right there, delaying Destiny's ability to take, but Destiny finally in control. They're gonna get a double right there. And that's a wipe out. Destiny finally able to get good ground, making sure that not only do they have the zone, they have the control.
Yes, but the real question is, how long is this going to last? Are they going to be able to keep Ate My Dog off this zone? It does not seem likely, as they immediately lose a player here, and that's another one down. They're trying to keep this painted, but it just does not happen. They push the whole way to 35, but with a 40-point penalty, that will be a struggle to get any more points on the board, and they do not have long before they need to get in. But already Capybara here able to take down one. That's the second one down. Yeah,
and with that extra one down, Destiny able to apply penalty again, but I feel like that's all they will be able to do, because I Ate My Dog is back on the attack, back onto the fight for zone. Capybara not able to hide onto the zone, dying to the Zuka, and that's I Ate My Dog with a wipeout, getting full control in this last minute of the game.
Yes, indeed. Destiny trying to hold on, but they can't get anywhere near the zone. But as I say, that Capybara able to take down that player, and another one with the Zuka. They do flip the zone. That is 3 down. But do they know where that the carbon is? Are they aware of the carbon? They should be now, but they aren't able to actually get them.
Okami able to escape with their life right there. This is do or die for Destiny. They need to hold, they need to deny. Okami has to just be in the corner. Is picked. That is huge for Destiny. They're just a few ticks away. They could get the lead right here, right there. I Ate My Dog are just collapsing, using everything they can to throw at the zone, but it's not enough. The zone stays yellow. The lead is for Destiny, and Destiny staying alive!
What? Oh my goodness, I was not expecting that! Destiny able to claw their way back, get victory right at the end of that game. Incredible. Had that zone flipped one more time, Destiny would have been out, but we do get to see a game 3 because they were able to take that. Oh my goodness.
Sorry, today we've seen teams dominating, but we've also seen the craziest comebacks, and I love to see these comebacks, to see these teams not giving up, knowing, okay, we are on the back foot. This team has been destroying us, but if we do this and that and hold that position and get that pick on the damn carbon, we can win this. And that's like Destiny doing exactly what they needed to do to win the game right there. And that means that we are going, of course, to Inkblot Art Academy for tower control.
Important to note that this was the game 3 on the last game we saw Destiny. It did not go their way that time against the Declaration of Codependence, but with that game under their belt, maybe they can actually kind of figure it out for I Ate My Dog. Maybe they've got a bit of experience like right now pretty much on doing that, so maybe this is exactly what they needed, kind of semi-replay of what they were dealing with earlier, and hopefully they might figure out a way to not have that end the same way as it did last time. But yeah, Destiny showing that they are not out yet. They are in this alpha bracket and they're showing why. But Ate My Dog are also here and seeded second, so gonna be difficult.
I Ate My Dog, still very much the favorite in this game, but Destiny, they're not here to give up. They're not here to stop, and they have 5 minutes to do the impossible and show I ate my dog. That's not something you're supposed to do with a dog.
I completely agree.
That. That's not what you do with your dog.
Yes, and Destiny are hoping to prove that that is not the way to win the game.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. But the carbon does switch out for the roller, and Ate My Dog are kind of more like a frontline, consistently aiming for this game. So interesting to see how that fares when we get pretty much the same comp as we were expecting from Destiny here. But yeah. Whew.
I mean, I ate my dog right there, activating the Kraken, trying to find something going. And it looks like both teams are just answering each other's call. Destiny is going to grab a tower, be the first to the first checkpoint, but Okami with that roller activating that big bubbler, stopping the push completely in extract. That's going to be the tower resetting to mid, and both teams just looking at each other across it.
That Zuka almost able to get to there, but they just moved out the way in time. Ate My Dog trying to find the... There we go. Ooh. Trying to find the opportunity to get a good push going on with 3 down, and it only being the sloshing machine. It is looking like they are going to get through that checkpoint and continue that push almost uncontested here.
Yeah, I ate my dog. Finding the control, and look at that, Okami is sharking on the battlements right there with Dumb Dog, with the Kraken just going in there so deep with that Kraken. He's going to be punished for it, but I ate my dog. Are past the second checkpoint, getting to checkpoint number 3 with a big bubbler to protect the tower. It's 3 players down. Again, it's just the machine and another delayed wipe in favor of I ate my dog. They're gonna end it here and there.
Yep, that is exactly what they're trying to do here, and that is exactly what happened. Unfortunately for Destiny, there was no room for them to be able to take that. Once Ate My Dog was able to keep that, well, get that momentum, they didn't lose it. They never did. They just kept on pushing, and then the game was over.
The game was over. I'd love to say don't eat your dog, but it seems like it's working. And yeah, with a commanding game number 3, I ate my dog is going to go through and get to the next stage of this tournament. That being said, Zari, we are not going to the next stage of this tournament, and it's time for us to say goodbye.
It is indeed. Our blog is up, and there are commentators waiting in the wings to replace us. So we will be quick about this. But yes, Pat, this has been a very good set, bunch of games to commentate with you. So much fun. We got so many game threes as well, which is not often what happens near the beginning of Paddling Pool. So always fun to see, and an extra set as well. You always love that. But yes, thank you everyone for having us. This has been so much fun. Pat, where can the good people find you?
You can find me on Twitter or on Twitch at PatJAutumn. It's written on your screen right now. And Zari, where can I find you?
You can find me on Twitter at SPLZarany and on Twitch at Zarany. But yes, this was so much fun. Always enjoy commentating with you, Pat, and we had so many good games. But we are going to hand on over to Genie and Brave, I do believe. So don't be going anywhere. It can only get more hype from here. So bye.
Sidelights just trying to get something done, but the really nice shot across the side angle will actually work. In fact, getting Bagel as well.
Oh, that's Suka taking two.
That is huge. Very great shot by Ice because with the Booyah Bomb and another ping pong and a full white.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Paddling Pool 278. I am Genie7, joined by Brave. And Brave, the two teams we have today are Almost, Monaco, and Ancient Dark. I am so ready for some of this great action that we're going to see today.
Yeah, absolutely. Me as well. Hello, chat. Brave here. And as you can see, these rosters are filled with great players on both sides. We have the 4th and 5th seed of the tournament here, fighting to see who will get the chance to fight in the next bracket versus probably the 1st seed, but you never know.
True. Very, 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 very true. But we are going to be starting here on Undertow's Spillway Rainmaker in this best of 5 of the single elimination side of the tournament. Oof. I'm very, very interested to see what these teams are going to be rocking here. Because Undertow's Spillway, you can get away with a lot of unique weapons, especially on Rainmaker. There always will be shooters, but I'm always interested to see if anybody has something niche that they've cooked up for this specific map.
Yeah, my team always needs to be discussing comps for this map. It's very non-standard. It's kind of awkward sometimes with the spine in the middle, really segmenting the left and right, and so it allows a lot of different weapons to thrive here.
Yes, it does. We're going to be seeing, honestly, nothing too surprising on one side, and nothing too surprising on the other. I am a little bit more entertained by these weapons, because they all have a lot more firepower alongside them, and they don't just paint for special. I'm looking at you, Shot and Splash, but like you guys are annoying. But we'll see, because right now, Brave, we're just charging up for these coolers and getting ready for the first fight.
And it looks like the Gal is going to support and just kind of, without Ancient Dark's going to go 2 down immediately to Almost Monaco, and they are making a break for the first check.
Yeah, they're gonna work their way all the way down to 70, but not breaking that first check is gonna be a little bit difficult because you kind of want to surprise the other team. But luckily for Ancient Dark, they did have their cooler ready to go, which meant that they were ready and back for the fight. As Izuka looks to try and find something, and nobody on the side of Ancient Dark will fall.
Gal's going to trade it out with the Squeezer. Kraken is out on the side of Ancient Dark, not able to get the pop of the Rainmaker shield.
It's just a pretty well stalemate in the middle right now. Once we get that first checkpoint gone, we will really start seeing a lot of good action. We are going to see the Squeezer going down. That makes the Slosher as well 2 for 2. That means the Rainmaker will be heavily exposed to this Gal, who will be able to just land on their head and take them out. As we were seeing this, Brave, it's just back and forth, 2 downs, but that third member followed up with a pencil. It means that the 2 members that they did lose will just jump back to the pencil, and the last member will stall out the Rainmaker.
Yeah, Ancient Dark has been going down, has been staggering a bit here, and it looks like Almost Monaco is going to be able to get that first checkpoint going to the left, as most teams typically decide to do.
Yeah. The Kraken nerf is going to come through there. They should have been able to get the splash, but those extra frames on the charge attack will cause it to not be able to get that splat. And unfortunately for them, that means that this push will most likely be able to continue unless the range can come back in, and they will. King putting a statement on that hole.
A very clutch bomb, saving his pencil player right there from the Gal rushing after getting a pick.
Yes. And oh my goodness, Zuka's out, able to get, I think he was able to get 1. But both these teams, again, they're just kind of trading back and forth. I'm not worried about Ancient Dark here, Brave, because I feel like they can easily find their way back into this match.
Yes, Genie, all it takes is 1 Kraken going in and causing chaos.
Ooh, so close, but it has located everyone else. They've been forced out into a bad position. Luckily, the Splash Rolls are able to keep them alive. The Rainmaker's able to take 1 out. As long as they can get this Gal, but no, the Gal walks through.
We are seeing many trades in this neutral and semi-advantaged state. They just keep on trading over and over again. Not much advantage being able to be gone for either team here.
There's going to be some Tri-Strikes coming out. You don't want to fall down to those. Especially on Rainmaker with Cooler, you move pretty fast. Shouldn't be able to fall down. But luckily, everyone's able to stay alive. Again, Brave, this is just such a neutral state. Monaco's going to be happy with it because they have the lead and they have a checkpoint. But realistically, I don't think they're safe.
We have another Kraken on deck. We may see it soon, but just using the main gun right there and not deciding to pop. Seeing as range is going to be super strong on these drops here. being able to support and get kills. They do finally break checkpoint, and Ancient
Look
Dark's
at
going to
lead.
be able to grab lead as well.
Yep. Oh my god, how do you survive the Zukas? How did they get down to 8? That Pencil's movement was grooving. Usually Pencil players don't have the movement, but somebody's been practicing in the training range.
Absolutely crazy run from the Pencil, getting all the way to 8. But they are going to get
Oh,
wiped
they
out.
whipped out, and that's going to be the Rainmaker going for the dunk. Oh, Cooler. I love Cooler, bro. I think that's a wipeout, and I was like, oh, that's game. Nah.
Yeah, especially on Rainmaker. I've seen wipeouts just even when the Rainmaker was on 30 or 40 release in game, but with the spawn being so close to pedestal, and like you said, Cooler, the enemy team is able to stop Ancient Dark there.
I was going to say, all 4 members were back. They were ready to go to stop that Rainmaker, even though the wipeout had come through. It's just the power of that special. It speaks for itself. No other special in Splatoon history has been able to do that.
Absolute minute dining. Very, very popular special. We have only the Pencil on side of Almost Monaco, so we get to see Ancient Dark Gal move up, but dying to the dropping Gal here with the wall, and now everyone sees this Almost Monaco Gal. But they do not fight. No one fights the Gal.
We are just in a little bit of a poke scenario because Monaco, they have to find something. They get one. They see that the opposing Cooler is ready to go. I'm worried about that Shark on the left. Exactly. Brownie has got it. Brownie knows what we need, and that's great. Like, can we get an applause for our spec cam right there, Brownie? Thank you for noticing that there was somebody who was sharking on that corner, and that's exactly where the game was going to end.
Yep, you've really got to clear all positions, especially in Rainmaker, where you have to make sure that there is no one behind you, no one in little nooks and crannies, or else you could just lose your overtime push immediately.
Yeah. Ooh. Ancient Dark, they were getting kind of battered and bruised on the first half of that game. They were just losing steadily and slowly, but they didn't give up anything more than the first checkpoint. Luckily for them, as soon as they got their push, which was 3 pushes consecutively, they got it all the way down to single digits, which was very, very good. And
especially with that Zuka being out, Genie.
Oh yeah. Going into this tower control Meko game, I'm looking at the Range Blaster, and Range Blaster, even before they gave it the new kit, has always had a home here on this map.
I'm looking at the Squeezer, as I am unsure if Squeezer is going to be staying picked on a map like Mako Mart here.
I don't know. Squeezer's like, I'm gonna be honest, if you're a Squeezer player, 1, your career is gonna end in 2 years, and 2, you are a weapon that can almost be played on any map, as long as you can just hit those tap shots consecutively. Problem is that you destroy your body in doing so. I would be a little bit shocked to see it go away, but maybe the player needs to rest their finger a little bit after the last game. I can understand.
Taking all of that lobby time just to rest up, I absolutely would not want to play Inkbrush or Squeezer with all of those rapid button presses.
Oh yeah. Inkbrush players know what they're getting into, because that's just how it is. Squeezer players, I find, are people who just want to win, because their weapon has been strong since it got buffed in Splatoon 2. We are just waiting on the final players to ready up before we get into this tower control game. And yeah, we are going to be seeing the still seeing that Squeezer.
Vanilla Gal on the side of Almost Monaco being swapped out for 52 Gal Deco, though. Scream going to be playing a big role, much bigger than Whale on a map like Mako Mart. Can really take... Well, the Gal's flanking the Pencil already. Got a pick on the Squeezer, and the Pencil's in trouble.
Yeah, Pencil's going to have to jump out. They don't have their cooler, so luckily their jump was not able to be camped there. But yeah, I do like the Screen Gal on tower control on this map, because Curling Bomb can get you places a lot faster as that first checkpoint falls. And Screen can be really good at blocking out the stacks, blocking at the snipes, and all the areas that have high ground where pencils want to kind of eat. Better than Splash Roll, because Splash Roll and Tower Control hasn't been good since S1.
And Ancient Dark, that's going to be a wipeout. Almost Monaco wiping out Ancient Dark. It was such favored for Ancient Dark, but it was just the one Galdeco being able to shark in the screen and able to get so many picks there, allowing Almost Monaco to start their first push and break the first checkpoint.
Yes, first checkpoint is going to be gone for both teams now. But oh my goodness, 2 members of Almost Monaco go down. They are able to get the Range Blaster in a trade, but they need a lot more than that right now. They're able to maybe find one. Oh my goodness, they just get all 3 members, make that 4, an effective wipeout coming through. Just with the final 2 members who are last alive. No, there is no little block there, Gal. That is not their entire control.
I'm laughing to myself watching that too, because I did that exact same thing yesterday. It's very surprising. You have to go all the way around, paint that wall to get up in that area.
Just, I don't know. The little blocks that they've added into this game, I don't know where it is and where it isn't. There's 5 modes I have to remember, bro.
Turf War?
Yes, Turf War.
Turf War. Yeah. We got a fight on the right stack. The shot is going to take off the Slosher, and the pencil is looking, but also going to taken out by the Blaster King. And now King set up in this amazing position. No one wants to be on that plat when a Blaster is under all of that drop. So much single drop area with no way back.
Kraken is out. It doesn't get shoved off tower, but they are going to allow their teammates to push on forward with that and get this lead that they desperately needed. Oh my goodness. They are going to be able to find the Squeezer. Great direct. The range does have the pencil in their sightlines. Aren't able to find it, but they do pressure it back. They do see another member who they just want to take out that Slosher. This is the second checkpoint going down. My goodness, 3rd checkpoint. It's a short checkpoint. It's a small checkpoint, but it is a crucial one. With the pencil being the last one alive, Ancient Dark, with the wipeout, with the jumps in, with the Kraken, that'll be game.
Huge win for Ancient Dark, of course, making that great comeback, able to get the picks that they really needed at the right times to get the entire knockout.
They worked hard on that game. I don't feel like they worked as hard as they had to on the first game, but again, they were faced with adversity early on, and then used momentum later on in the game to push the tower all the way to the end of the goal.
Yep, and in the middle of the game, it was looking a little shaky there with that 52 Gal Deco on the side of Almost Monaco, able to shake up their team a lot and get Almost Monaco their first push. But Ancient Dark was able to have a successful defense, answer back, and really keep show that their advantage will last longer.
Yeah. But yeah, we are going to be going into Spot Zone's Museum de Alfonsino, which is honestly, I find you either love it or you hate it, this map. There's no in-betweens. For some reason, I'm in between by it, so I guess I proved that point wrong. But it's as fun as there isn't a stamper. That's all I can say.
I'm not a fan of the one-way drops.
Well, hey, whoa, that's Splatoon 3, bro. That's just how they designed the maps.
I'm not a fan of Splatoon 3.
You know what? That is valid. You're a Splatoon fan, but not of the third version of the game.
Nah, what am I saying? I play so much Splatoon 3. I've been playing a lot these past few months. Love this game. Yeah. So very fun.
Something that you love the most, you just hate it. You just gotta hate it. Because, you see all of its dark qualities that you don't like about it. But you forget everything that you loved about it.
Yeah, love turns to hate. Yep. Match point here for Ancient Dark. If they can seal this 3-0, would be huge for them to move on against the first seed of the bracket next round.
I'm honestly a little bit confused at why we'd be swapping back to non-wall gal or non-screen gal here, because screen gal on zones seems to have a lot more flair and popularity. I guess they wanted the individual splash wall, so we'll see if that comes through.
The drop definitely forces a lot more fights. Once you have dropped off of that plat, this entire area of the basin is just going to force fights, and wall is going to help a lot with that, especially just all around the zone, all by those left and right pits. I think it's the correct choice. It doesn't seem screen would do as much on this map particularly. Ancient Dark going to take this first lead and entire team fight win.
I thought that Zuko was going to be able to find somebody, but no. Kraken is going to be out going along the side. We are able to find some splats, and almost Monaco. They are kind of getting bullied in this early part of the game. Luckily, they are able to take out the range. If they can get a penalty here, that would be critical and crucial. They are finding more splats. They take out the pencil, and they force the 2 shooters to be back in the corner.
And they are not. One jumps out, one decides to fight, and he goes down for choosing that. But Cooler is going to have them be back fast with their full special that they had charged. And they have Azuka online, not choosing, getting whaled, so having to drop and not really being in a good position to use it, but the shot is going to trade that squeezer out, and we now see only the slosher on the side of Almost Monaco being alive.
Yeah, they are going to jump out. That won't be the lead being able to be taken by them because there will be Ancient Dark applying that critical penalty. I think they saw somebody try and drop. No, the gal did not drop on the left side. We're going to see King, unfortunately, get shot down, not able to make it across onto...
Second time. Yeah. Man.
Again. It's being pushed back. Oh my goodness. What a trade with the Zuka.
It's only the pencil on the side of Ancient Dark up, and that is going to... Squeezer trying to get the cooler. Barely gets the cooler.
It. They got it. No way.
Clutch Squeezer play.
Yep. And if they get spotted now, they should be back. I thought they were going to be able to get one. Unfortunately, they did lose their pencil, which means they won't have that living beacon, which they'll be able to jump to. And that's going to be an effective wipeout, as we do know the Squeezer was just swimming in their way back.
Yep, we'll have that Squeezer charging the Zuka from the left plat, left spinner. Really just trying to deny people trying to get on that left plat or just shark that left drop. But it's going to go down to the gal in the right pit, just shooting upwards.
Oh my goodness, no way. Yeah, no, you can't get them.
Lives.
Yep. That forces them to jump out, though, so that's an effective... If you force a jump out with a Kraken, it's an effective splat. Most times. Unless they have two, of course.
Oh,
these points, they are taken down.
It's not neutralized, though.
Ancient Dark, they can take this game, they can take the set, they can take this series. And that's... If they can just hold on for a little bit longer, the Sloshers just kind of trying to find their way in. Can they find anything? No, they've lost their teammates left, right, and center. They got to paint the zone, and they can't. Ancient Dark. My goodness.
Yep, with the 3-0 on Monaco. That great whale. Clutch last timing with the gal. Really just forcing the Slosher, only one of 2 people left, to not paint the zone anymore and just play for life there. But then they got the recap, and it was over.
That was a really, really good good set. They are going to be Ancient Dark will have their work cut out for them, as they will be going up against Yes King on for their next match. But for us, we will be swapping over to the other side of the bracket. So we're gonna wish Ancient Dark good luck against first seed. We will I'm gonna say it. Pat told me when we were swapping. Pat predicts Yes King to stamp the tournament home. So we'll see if Pat's right. If we see Ancient Dark again, we can blame Pat for being wrong.
Yeah, I'll make sure to tell him.
Yeah. Well, everyone will be able to tell him because Pat is head Dapple commentator now, so we'll be able to. Everyone knows where to find Pat. But with that, we will be going over to our other side of the bracket for the other semifinal, and we will see you on the other side of the break to cover that action. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Paddling Pool 278. I am Genie7, joined by Brave. Brave, we've got a great semifinal lined up here. Are you ready?
I am ready to watch Harshi, Okami, and Brock versus Mecha, Simo, Lucina. I actually just had a Sendoku set versus Simo and Lucina last night, so that's crazy.
How'd that go?
It was alright.
It was alright.
It was okay. We played pretty nice. It was my team's vibes were immaculate. In VC, we were going crazy.
Oh, that's good.
But we lost.
You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, you take some games.
Yeah. It went.
Oh,
game
let's
7.
go! That's why the vibes are immaculate.
But we've got Mecha on
Simo.
pencil.
How the mighty have fallen. Shot jail. Absolute shot jail. Makes me sad to see one of the tent goats on shot. But alas.
Immediately opening left stack and able to get that quick pick on the slosher. Gonna be great early advantage for I ate my dog in this 4v3.
And BTDX, they're trying to get their way back in. They are able to get some spots, but at the cost of their own members. I ate my dog. They are just trying to stay alive from this Kraken. One goes down. Lucina, what can you find? One more, maybe? No, the pencil is weak, but oh, what a great shot. The range hitting an indirect plus the pencil hitting a shot.
And that is absolutely going to be a great combo to Kraken punish. And we got another Kraken out on the side of my dog right now. Unable to do that much though, and decides to retreat. Does not get punished with that Kraken, which is huge. Because now it gets the pressure of the slosher again, half. And gets the pick. No healing from the slosher there. And is able to pressure pencil as well.
What? Those pencil shots were wizardry in my books. Yeah, Mecha able to get those great ones. We are going to see the slosher trying to do some work, but unfortunately getting taken out by the range buster on the other side. Dog is gonna probably look for Mecha, as long as Mecha doesn't out their spot, and Mecha does, pinning on to those bricks.
The strikes are going to be coming out from the slosher now, not going down to the carbon on right drop, but also the team not really fully prepared to go in with those strikes.
How big? This needs to be massive. They need to be able to find this carbon as well. If that carbon gets any more value, this game will be gone. Luckily, they're able to take out pretty much everyone but the pencil. Unfortunately, with it just being the pencil means that those jumps could be coming back in. But I see a lot of drinks still on that cooler, meaning that a lot of people on I Ate My Dog did not come back all that quickly.
And BTTX already going 2 down. They are back quick with strikes. The slosher is going to be able to use that soon. But the Kraken going to take the pick on the opposing range blaster.
Yeah, we are going to be seeing Dog, if they can find the shots that they need onto the slosher, will be good, but they have to be forced back by that pencil. The range and the carbon together. Those two don't pan all that well together, but if you're near them, they will be a disgusting combo you even want to approach. You can't get close range, or else you're going to take it out by the carbon, and you can't be at that the direct range of a range blaster, because one, you'll go down to that, or the burst bomb combo.
Yeah, very, very threatening from all of these weapons. There's so much synergy on the side of I Ate My Dog, and that is why we are seeing them be much more in the lead right now. They are going to take out that range blaster. The carbon roller going to be sharking on left sneaky here. See if he can go in with these strikes.
They just get the force back, and that's going to be a jump out. I see it again. Another cooler used by these pencil players that have so many drinks left on. They are able to get one member to pick it up, but realistically, cooler it's such a valuable special we were talking about before, and to see a lot of drinks on it is really bad. I Ate My Dog, their cooler, and perfect.
Meanwhile, I Ate My Dog, penalty going down very, very fast. They are about to score points and be threatening a knockout.
Yeah, this could be game here, Brave. Zuka is going to take out the carbon, going to take out more. The zone is still ticking down. It is now neutralized again. The range blaster trying to make space, and they made enough. They made just enough so the team could contain it.
Two strikes are going to be coming out from I Ate My Dog. Neo Splash. They are forced to retreat to the left stack.
Oh, big slosher double. Can they get some more here? We are going to see somebody on this wall. Are they going to get taken out? Yes, they will in a trade. That's a good slash connected and a follow-up from their teammates. The range blasters are fighting each other, and Lucina's able to come up with that cleanly. Rarely do you ever see range 1v1s come up clean at indirect range, as they both usually just trade with each other. Lucina gonna have that Kraken ready to go. They are gonna be behind all the members of I Ate My Dog. This cooler, it will be alive, but most of the members are near it. Have to watch out. Half is able to take out Lucina. Strikes are out, but they have somebody in their face. That's Simo. Simo's able to get the splat.
Yeah, great punish with Simo on those strikes, but then Simo is now going to go down.
Yeah, the zone, it's still ticking. A lot of the members of BTDX are going down left and right. That zone will be lost, meaning the penalty has been applied.
And with all the frontliners being down, yeah, in less than 10, it's looking fairly bad for BTGX here.
I don't think they're going to be able to get in here. Simo, what can you do? You get a lot of people down, but you need the zone, and that's not going to be enough. I Ate My Dog with the wipeout are going to cap off game number 1. Yeah. Oof. Let's see what they got going on into these next games, because right now, I Ate My Dog, that zones game, they marked it. They marked it. That is their territory. Even if their dog is gone, they marked it as theirs.
Yeah, I'm wondering if BTGX wants to now be able to take these next 3 games so they do not have to play I Ate My Dog on zones again. Umami zones being a game 5 potential.
Yeah, Umami zones, though, it's very far away, but it does play very differently compared to Zones Mako. So that is one thing that BTX has in their favor.
Next, we've got Clamblitz on Museum. See a lot of stalling here. It's difficult to get in and get that score. Once you've really secured their whole plat, then you're able to stay there for a great amount of time, but really difficult to get in there without some sort of special usage, some tri-strike, maybe some grab. Interested to see what we'll see from both teams in choice of weapons.
I'm blessing Lord Arceus, or the Great Zapfish, because this is Splatoon. Blessing the Great Zapfish that we can maybe, hopefully see Simo Tent, but that's just me, Umbrella player, wanting to see Tent Umbrella used, because, you know, that class has been forgotten, bro. Nogami just forgot it existed.
Both the umbrella fixes, perhaps. Slightly quicker umbrella on the opponent's side of the screen, and Tent is also going to be great for Clamblitz, giving that moving wall up towards basket very hard to deal with.
And Vac is good. Vac is nice on Clamblitz, gets you space, but the real one there is going to be the Zuka. So if hopefully either one has usage. So I'm hoping and praying that we can see Simo Tent, but that would be that might be asking for a lot. Praying, rage to Great Zapfish. Simo.
The Simo Wiper.
Okay. You know what? It's not shot, so yes, we're doing that. Ultra Stamp, I guess. You know, it's a camo tent from S2, I guess. Sure. I'm interested to see this because I have not seen Wiper in a while. And Wiper on Clamblitz.
You see right now that BTDX has all the clam economy, and if the I Ate My Dog goes down, they're going to be in a very precarious situation.
Grab on the top ropes is just gonna be too strong. Followed up by all these burst bombs. Having 2 burst bomb weapons on the side of I Am My Dog, combo with the range blaster is really good. And Simo able to get 1 with his Ultra Stamp. Can they get another one? They will get 2. My goodness! Didn't think Ultra Stamp was gonna be the special of the day.
Slam and score the power. Decides to make sure that he can really get it in. Decided not to throw it early. Knew that there really wasn't anyone under basket, and I think went for a super job.
Mecha didn't get the cooler. Mecha threw the cooler, swam up to the cooler, didn't grab said cooler. I liked it because they were able to jump up top and secure the score, but I just found it funny that you swam all the way there to get the cooler and then just didn't grab it.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Probably just didn't confirm that he was in range, as well as just not waiting for the drink to activate either. So getting a slightly slower jump, but still worked out. They got that power climb in, and they're sitting at a cool 45.
I do. I actually am seeing some of the usage of the wiper. Having that torpedo to sniff out the carbon is kind of nice. As we see a push coming through here from my dog. This is going to be another power climb coming in. Will it be able to find his way? No, it gets punished. My goodness. Af, what can you do? Can you find these members? The carbon goes in, tries to throw that power climb in. Af is going to try and follow it up, and they won't be able to. The members of BTDX holding strong and staying rigid, letting only one power climb into the basket. Okami, what are you doing?
Dying.
Dying.
Jumped into Dumdog there in that good position, but was unable to capitalize on the top right of enemy spawn there. And we are looking like BTDX kind of has mid right now, mid control.
Oh, beautiful. It's just an entertaining special. It might not be the best of all the specials in the game. It's just funny.
With the pencil jumping out, this is going to be a quick score by Lucina and range fight.
Oh, my
clear! Lucina taking it over Dumb Dog in that 1v1.
Yeah, and Dumb Dog got the first shot in as well. That was a clear and dominant victory of the Range Blaster 1v1.
They're going to increase their lead here, getting rid of their full large penalty. BTDX is going to go up a few more points.
Oh my goodness, Lucina, the last two range engagements have just been in their favor. And they had a really good one in the last game. The range diff is coming through.
Okami trying to go in here with Steen. Can find anyone with these burst bombs, but needing to recover ink. Burst bomb's going to be quite expensive.
Wow. I thought that combo would have definitely gotten the splat. But alas.
Crab going out from half on the mid spinner, but able to displace, but not quite get any kills.
This Kraken, I just want to note that the Kraken landing is close enough to the basket that they could jump to it, but they don't. I thought maybe if Dumb Dog was able to stay alive for a little bit longer underneath that basket, because they activated their Kraken on top of the like that little bump for clamblets. I was thinking the reverse, the old inkjet style of clamblets cheese is gonna come through.
I think this Kraken's going to try and live here, just giving a jump the old-fashioned way, but it does not look like teammates decided to jump.
No, because they have to go back and protect their own basket.
Decided to stay on the defense instead. We've got a comfortable lead here. Scoring a power climb wouldn't really give them points.
Big splats. Gotta watch out for mid here. They need to be able to find the slosher. The slosher can't get any more splats. Luckily they do take it out. BTDX. They've got under a minute here to hold on to this game. It's up to my dog to find a way in.
Yeah, and with the low home economy, only 4 on the range buster and the carbon being down, the Zuka not being an option, they will need to be getting these picks and take mid rather soon if they want a chance at overtime.
Yeah, I'm not able to stay alive. Af has to watch out here. They're going to try and get this crab onto this high ground. Maybe they're just going to opt for it on the low ground on the side, and they will. You have to watch out because that Kraken is going to come in from both sides. One's going to take out the carbon. What will the other one be able to find? They're just waiting for the people to fall off. Fall for this power climb. They aren't going to, though. The Tri-Sticks are going to try and block this one power. This is going to be such a tight game. The Slosher is on this wall. Half knows it. Half knows that they have to stay alive in this scenario. They're able to get one. Pinion's wall climbing up. They lose the carbon. They need to get these climbs into the basket here and now. They get one in. But at the cost of how many people they get it close. Can they get more? They have the jumps in. Directs go down. Simo gets a splat, and I think that's it, Brave. I think that this game will be over unless the Splash has something miraculous, and they don't. Just short.
Yeah, the Splash was so close. They're able to really go through zone and make towards that block, but the entire 4 teammates looking out, going to be able to see that, not allowing it to happen. The basket going to close before even able to make it to the block.
Yep. And oof, we have the set nice and tied up, even to 1 apiece. Sorry, as we are going to be going into a tower control game on Hagglefish Market. I can't believe I almost forgot Hagglefish Market's name. Like, it's just, it's not forgettable, bro. It's one of the most iconic stages of Splatoon 2. Sorry, Splatoon 3. My goodness, I've been gone. I've been in and out commentating for the past 6 months, and I'm forgetting the names of the stages.
I personally loved playing Hagglefish Market in Splatoon 2. It was just so lovely, great, every single time. Yep.
Early crab meta, you know?
Yeah, in Splatoon 2, my favorite.
Yeah, in Splatoon 2, yep. You know, with crab with ink armor, that thing was wild.
Yeah, that was crazy. It really gave Inkjet with armor a run for its money.
Yeah, it was great. It was wild. And then when you gave it that, not the big bubbler, but the regular bubbler in Splatoon 1 to give it that invincibility, you just couldn't get rid of the crab. Like, just think of a big bubbler that you can't get inside of. That's just what it was.
Yeah, Splatoon 1 invincibility specials was a wild time.
Hey, Splatoon 1, everything was broken, so it worked. Splatoon 3, only select things are broken, and we only give it to our favorite children. That's the difference of the games.
And it looks like we are favoring the vanilla bucket child as we see one from both sides on this tower control haggle.
I really, really want to call the replica bucket whatever the community's dark name for it is, but instead I'll go with a SpongeBob reference for Plankton's place, the chum bucket.
The chum bucket on the side of BTDX. I actually never even bought side order, so I do not have any of the sort order.
Hey, yo! You are missing out on some of the greatest Splatoon 3 gameplay. Now that's why you don't like this game as much. Side order was legendary.
We've got Okami's roller coming in here on the ramp, unable to really get a pick, and Simo is going to cleanly take tower there. Kraken and Hammer duel here.
Hammer just loses the Kraken. That's just straight up. Like, I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's power creep. Kraken comes back in the game, and Kraken can't be thrown, but it can't be damaged.
Oh, only getting half there in that bubble from the side of Okami, vanilla roller.
I'm surprised, because their bubbler was up, and they still died to everybody who was on the outside of it. But, you know, it is what it is.
It's definitely gotta feel
This game is almost over here. Right,
yeah, with these Kraken coming out, able to live the ramp.
Get on it. There's 3 down. They can sit on it for just a little bit longer. The pencil is here, but you gotta watch out because that's gonna be a wiper on it. 13. My goodness, that's halfway through the third checkpoint, which we see games decided on third. This will be an insane comeback for BTDX if they win this.
Yep, they'll need to consistently get clean picks and great special uses. We have strikes and Kraken coming out, but if I Ate My Dog lives this, looks like we have a flank coming out from the left side. Range Blaster behind them, and the pencil is looking behind. Another blaster fight.
That's not a 1v1. Simo, that's not a 1v1. You know what? That's okay. Be able to follow up with your teammates even after they lose the opposed 1v1. Be able to help them out, though. That's good. The jump is going to be out. The roller is going to get punished. We're going to see both teams losing members left and right, but BTX, they want to get through this first checkpoint.
They are 2 down, but they have everyone just on their top left, unable to really pressure it anymore, and it is looking like they are going to have to back into mid, use some specials, and try to get some advantage back. But they go 2 down again.
Simo showing the side of their face. Range Blaster can't... Like, it's one of the weapons that its fire rate of its weapon and its main weapon's firing speed, you cannot direct an Ultra Stamp when it's charging straight at you. But as soon as you show the side of your hitbox just a little bit, you're gone. You just get deleted from there.
Pencil going to choose to run from the Range Blaster. No canceling attempt here. But the range is going to flank here and still try to fight this. Pencil gets the pick and is completely behind them.
They know that there's somebody out there. They know half is around, but they're gonna be able to just wait it out and let their teammates jump in and get that spot that they needed. Okami, what can you find here?
Now there's gonna be no cooler on the side of I Ate My Dog now.
Is that not a splat, bro? Why did we just nuke rollers like this?
Dev saw Splatoon 1 and said no more.
Rollers without damage up. The worst class to ever exist. Rollers with damage up. Unkillable. And unfun.
Got 2 down on the side of I Ate My Dog here. BTDX is going to need to use their specials to push in a little bit and see if they can get any picks.
My goodness, this we've got a minute left on the game. You're brave. I'm wondering if BTDX has the juice that they need to get across this line. Because right now, these trades are not for it.
Yeah, it's been about 2.5 minutes since that first push finally ended, and they have been yet to even get the first checkpoint. But the hammer coming out here from Simo, going to stall it a little bit as two go down on the side of I Am My Dog, both backing up to the sponge, and they will all be going top right.
Yeah, the thing is for BTDX, they've gotten these pushes before, but they've not been able to get through this first checkpoint. You have to get through this first checkpoint, and I think they left this first checkpoint too little too late, because right now, if they were wanting to be able to snap victory, they needed to be through the first checkpoint and going through the second one right now. This Kraken though, it might be out a little early, because that's one of the better specials to really just say GG. Simo, please clean this up.
Got a 2v2, Pencil and Slosher on both sides, and the Slosher of BTDX goes down. That is going to likely be it.
GG strikes, but like, who's there? Okay, good. I was wondering, who was alive? They forced the Pencil to be the weapon that had to jump on the tower when strikes are coming out. That is, honestly, the last pick. If I was to pick all the weapons in Splatoon, that would be my last pick to go to tower.
Yep, but when you're the last up and it's overtime time, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Bro, I would pick GooTuber to be going to tower before I send my Pencil, bro. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be game 2, going to I Ain't My Dog. Game 2. That would be the second game of in the books for I Ain't My Dog. There we go. That was the number I was trying to mention.
Yeah,
we are going to be going to Rainmaker on Scorch Gorge. If anybody still remembers how I used to say back 6 months ago when I used to commentate all the time, I love this map.
On Rainmaker specifically?
I'm a Splatling player and I'm a bow player. I also like Brellas and I like Blasters. They all had homes here. They all had so many homes here, and I like this map. I can just say it, like, you like tower control? And I'll say yes. I'm also one of those cynical people that queue up at 3 AM in the morning to play this on X rank if it's in solo queue.
Diabolical.
Yup.
That is diabolical. Got Simo switching to shot. Mecha on the heavy edit. Splatling. For the cooler option, no Pencil. Versus the Margaret Pencil. Harshy.
I definitely like edit here more than Pencil because of the speed that you need to be able to paint this map. Pencil it has places that it can sit and do well, but its places that it can sit and do well are so easily flushed out if you have a range blaster, a Zuka, or strikes, which they have all. They have all three.
Yeah, and I Am My Dog is going to go a quick 2 down at the beginning, and the Pencil going to be able to stop that push.
Nobody looked at the Pencil. Nobody threw a bomb at the Pencil. That's gonna cost them, honestly. They could have had a lot more points here, but they've lost pretty much all their team now. Now I Ain't My Dog is gonna have their cooler ready. They're gonna have this Rainmaker, and they're gonna have at least strikes at the ready.
This is going to be very, very difficult for the Rainmaker, for the opposing team BTTX to get this Rainmaker out of here. Can just really poke behind the checkpoint extremely well and snipe, under snipe. They're going to slow play and very easily get that first check.
Yeah. We're going to need Soldier Boy to be able to find these tri-strikes and really get them down fast. If not, they're going to just have to stay alive, but they don't. The Carbon Okamini goes in, gets 1, gets 2.
Only Simo.
Now, Simo doesn't have anything. At least his tri-strikes are online, ready to go. Simo drops in on the Rainmaker 30. That's a good stop, because we know that 19 is that magic number where you start going in.
And now just the Pencil on the side of I Am My Dog. They need to not let them get these jumps, but it looks like it is from spawn. No jumps to be worried about, and they will be charging their specials.
Yes, they will. 30. I go to say 30 for I Am My Dog. That is a lead that can be solid. Oh, they have the Carbon comes around, gets 1, gets 2, and now they're gonna know exactly where the rest of the members are because that Kraken is in. Nobody's able to take out Lucina right away. Lucina's able to get out mostly with their life. Somebody can paint their feet, please. Yeah, that was a big double from the Roar.
We're gonna see Kraken coming out from Dumb Dog. I Ate My Dog. Gonna come out. No picks quite but able to get out safely, which is pretty good for Kraken, you know. Sometimes they just die after.
Yep, most of the time that's just kind of how it goes. People are like, oh, where are you going? And they take you out, and that's going to be slashes coming in. Big splats coming around. Lucina, you're going to have to be able to stay alive here. They go down. Not good. This Rainmaker should be able to find a lot more points. Actually, everyone from BTX is back.
Yeah, it really depends if they're able to get the rain on the drop or not. We may see like 10 to 15 more points here, but it looks like Simo's going to have to drop the Rainmaker here to stop the points from flowing.
That's still not the 19. That's not the sweet spot. So the door has been open. You can go for a bang with your head to be able to get that Rainmaker to get the 19 points, which is safer. So I'm interested to see how I Am a Dog defends this one.
And is that headbang on the right side when approaching?
Yes. It's right on the edge of the wall. Because 21's in the right, 21's in the corner, and if you go left, you can get 19.
Another double coming out.
It doesn't really matter. We could be fantasizing about that, but if you just let the roller come in and get 2 every single fight, that's not gonna be good. And Edit can usually do a lot of paint and really be a thorn in the side for rollers. Swellings are one of rollers' least favorable matchups.
And the Carbon just going to stay on the move, really utilizing that Ninja Squid to just get one more pick, some more displacement, getting people scared, worried, and they're going to get wiped out. I Ate My Dog looking very, very dominant on this map, looking to take this set.
Oh,
a direct coming out from Dumb Dog.
Yeah, losing some of the range 1v1s earlier in the set, but coming up clutch when it's needed most. Oh, Brave, I don't know, because BTX, they're just kind of being locked out here right now in this match.
And it is Rainmaker, and it is just sitting in that bottom left pit on the screen. As we can see, it's not popped. We're just fighting, and they can't quite get there. They do finally able to take their top left and pillow area back, but with the Rainmaker in such an inopportune spot, they're really going to have to get a ton of picks here to be able to be back in this game.
Yeah, Simo trying to find a spot, but not able to. In this game, I gotta say it, I Ate My Dog, as Dumb Dog holds on to this. They're gonna be the smart one. As long as they can stay alive, this will be the set in the series, and they'll be booking their ticket to Grand.
Ticket has been booked, Genie.
Boom. And their date, their dance partners in the final, in finals, will be Yes King. So yeah, we've got Yes King versus I Ate My Dog. Number 1 and number 2 seeds going at it.
Yep, and that will send BTDX into the 3rd place match against Ancient Dark.
All right, I gotta, we'll get that set up real quick as I celebrate the good old Canadian goal on the Colombians in football right now. So woo, go Olympics. Anyway, you been watching Olympics, Brave, or no?
I've seen a little bit of gymnastics. Been seeing quite a bit of gymnastics actually, but that's mainly all the events I've seen.
You see that surfing guy? That picture of the surfing dude from Brazil?
I did not, but I did see a picture of the shooting event.
Champion? Oh yeah, she was legendary, bro.
And I also heard that my country, America, got last in the shooting event, which was interesting.
That's because it wasn't. Never mind, I'm not gonna say the joke. Yo, we all know.
Not on.
While we're going to break and setting up our next match, everyone look up Brazilian surfing Olympics, and you'll see the dude. It's an iconic picture. Anyway, we'll go set up the next match. Don't go anywhere. Look it up. Be back, and you'll know.
Sidelights just trying to get something done, but the really nice shot across the side angle will actually work. In fact, getting Beagle as well.
Oh, that's Suka taking 2! Oh, Carbon having something to say about it.
That is huge. Very great shot by Ice because with the Booyah Bomb and another ping pong and a full white.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever.
You never see it coming. You see that my mind is the fast for rise. You done it. But the time it hit you, your last surprise. I'm coming for you. My game's always so fast, so fine. You're smiling, but the net you didn't catch it in time.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Grand Finals of Paddling Pool 278. Genie 7, joined by Brave again. Brave, we just had some Rainmaker Scourge action. Are you ready for some more?
Absolutely, Genie. We Brave here, and we got Rainmaker Scorch as game 1 of Grand Finals. Yes King versus I Ate My Dog.
Whenever I see Yes King, I can think of only one way of saying Yes King. Yas King. It's the
Same
only
here.
way I can think of it. So, don't mind me. Wait, is this Baal? Barney, please tell me this is Baal. Barney can't tell me anymore. But anyway, I'm so ready for this Splatoon action. Rainmaker Scorch Guards, we did see how well I Ate My Dog was able to pretty well handle BTDX. But let's see if they can do it against Yes King. Because Yes King, this roster is stacked. I will just be going off of what their names are in the game. So then, good luck guessing who they are. You can see that in the bracket. Here we go. Everybody locked in. Here we go. Grand Finals time. Game 1 of this best of 5.
We've got Zap coming out from Yes King rather than a different cooler option. We're going to see the Pencil being able to outrange really everyone, but they have double Zuka to deal with if the Pencil is playing super far back. They already have an early cooler out on the side of Yes King, and Yes King are going to go 2 down.
Alright, also, they have the jumps coming into them. Pretty good. Peachy does have that cooler down and out. Margaret has to be able to find some damage down here. They have to watch out. Gosh, they are trying to find some spots, but they are going to get taken out. Kami on this roller on the slow side is going to try and find the slosher. Can they find K? They will. It goes down.
Kami going to be carefully avoiding that bomb, and the entire team pushing up. This tactic cooler is going to be stranded. We'll see if anyone tries to drop to try and fight and grab this cooler or not.
Probably not, and they're giving a Kraken out. Happy Hawk, they are going to be able to try and find something. Oh my goodness, they're going to get pushed back a little bit. Rainmaker down to 34. The Tri-Strikes are in.
Yikes.
Ready to go Brave. That's going to pop the Rainmaker. Happy Hawk, can they get some more points? 30. They were at 32, down to 30. It's not much of a bonus. And oh my goodness, just the Tri-Strike things.
Pencil looks like going to drop back into mid, and we have the Slosher that went down, still fighting. This is going to be everyone back from spawn on the side of I Hate My Dog, and we are going to see specials charging. Sloshing Machine Neo almost to that Zuka, but Cooler is going to be out before the Zuka comes out.
Yeah. Kami on this low side has to watch out because Phoenix is there, going to take them out. Oh my goodness, Brave. This game, it's heavily in my Dog's favor. We know that Yes King, they can come back from this with just 2 good specials used at the right time.
And we've already seen...
Say that, they lose 2 to a Zuka.
Yep. The Whale comboing with that outside Zuka hitbox, the massive AoE going to get them going 2 down, but the Strikes is really, really stalling this check.
They got that. And Half is behind, but they're too far away to really be in this fight. They need to cause a little bit more pressure when Okami goes in. Okami goes in and gets 2. Can they get more? They're going to assist on the next one. And this should be... maybe? Okay, good. Wipe out. Whew, I was worried.
Half going back for Cooler, and so close. Gonna take that Greats, gonna show them that they are ready to push left, and they need to go over left to try and stop this Slosher from being on the left drop.
Yeah, they have to watch out. This Kraken is in. Can it find some more? If they are forcing Peachy back, this top right will be under contention. They got them. Now it's just going to be the Slosher. Can Keo come up clutch here? Will Keo be able to find the splat? No, they won't, and this Rainmaker is going down all the way to 16.
And in this 2v2, it looks like it's actually going to not have any pop here. We're going to see some sharking Slosher gameplay here. They are desperately trying to find the Slosher, and they do, and gang up on him. does trade the shot out though.
Yeah, I thought for sure that they would have been able to find that spot. That spot on Goss a little bit easier with the bomb combo, but I guess the bomb didn't hit them because that slosh definitely did.
We're all gonna locate that Carbon in the bottom left. Gal knows that he's there, calling out to teammate help, sloshing, come help this, and Carbon's gonna jump out to snipe.
Big. 3 people got those drinks immediately with those 2 jump-ins. So immaculate cooler placement from Margaret. We're gonna see if they can find something, and yeah, that's 2 gone again. They've got to watch out because somebody's behind you. They're able to get that splat, and now they're just looking forward to Peachy. The jumps are gonna come in. Punished.
And they have strikes. We'll see if have deciding to just fight it out. Make sure they don't try and grab that left high ground. And really saving these strikes for when they're really ready to push.
Yeah, this is smart. I'm waiting for this cooler to come out. As soon as that cooler's out, I know that the push is gonna start coming through. And there it goes. Margaret's gonna get the Rainmaker after they grab that cooler. Actually, no, they're opting just to defend mid. No, now they are gonna grab it. I'm interested in the hesitation because now they've given up a lot more space. And Yes King is able to come back in a little.
With their comfortable lead, they feel probably don't need to get a huge push, don't need to be risky, take too much space and then end up dying. We see double Zuka come out, but the Rainmaker is going to assist one of those Zukas down.
Here goes the Killer Whale. It's not going to actually lock onto the Rainmaker at all. Opting to locate everyone else on the side of I Ain't My Dog. The Rainmaker is just going to try and stay alive. I don't think they are going to be able to stall this out, and definitely not with going down to said Zuka. With the jump out, that means that there's 3 members of I Ain't My Dog all together. They're able to take out some trades, but no, not trading anymore. They did 1 trade, and that was all they got. Margaret, last alive, is approaching a cooler, because we know how fast pencils can build that up. What I need to know is how close can they get to the Zuka. The Zuka will be the saving grace from the Carbon.
And they have it now, but they go down. No Zuka from the side of I Ain't My Dog, and this could spell trouble if the Slosher goes down, Spoon, but strikes are going to be online. And also the Pencil in a great position, able to tap that Rainmaker, kind of make him go a little bit slower.
They're backing him off, and nobody's able to really contest the Pencil. Keo needs to be on that right side to really just get some sloshes down, or else you're just going to lose the Rainmaker. Yeah, who else is going to... who's gonna look at the Pencil? Nobody's able to put any pressure there. Your Gal can't really do anything because they don't. Splash Roll's not gonna go that far to stop the Pencil. They didn't have Whale, and you're just praying for RNG to be able to get up there. Your shot maybe, but your shot's the one who's painting forward. We definitely needed to see that Slosher on that right side.
Definitely a huge Pencil play coming out from I Ain't My Dog.
Yep. Definitely MVP performance. And I believe we are going to have a substitute, because we do have 9 people in the lobby and only have 1 spec cam. We are going to wait for that, but we will know what our next map is. Clan Blitz on Museum de Alfonsino.
Also seen in the previous set.
Hey, it's a good map. It's difficult, but the community doesn't hate it. I could pull up a list of Splatoon 3 maps, and you'd be like, oh yeah, this Clan Blitz is better than that.
I feel like Clan Blitz is widely becoming acceptable on a lot of maps, whereas Rainmaker and Tower Control, a lot of people are not liking a ton of those maps, and it feels almost like Clan Blitz has the 2nd most map diversity after Splat Zones.
Yeah, because we pretty much play almost anything on it. Let's look at the Splatoon 3 stages. Would you pick Museum de Alfonsino on Clan Blitz over Flounder?
Yes.
Lumeria Hub?
Yes.
Eeltail Alley?
Yes.
I'm just doing random maps right now, bro. Mincemeat Metalworks?
I don't believe you. Mincemeat Metalworks has seen a lot of improvement from that recent rework. Clan Blitz is actually not horrid.
I know.
It's still bad.
Yeah. People just have war flashbacks to it.
Absolutely.
Crab Leg.
No, I'd rather do crab leg than museum.
All right. That's the first one. I'm just looking around because there's a lot of actually okay ones, but not great. But there's also a lot of bad ones. Oh my gosh. I just think we're. I look at the maps and I'm like, we're so negative on these maps, bro. We're just so negative.
Yeah. Splatoon 3, we got to be very selective with what maps we want to play competitively, what maps we get to see a lot. The community widely loves, you know, a small subset of the maps.
Me when Bluefin.
Don't go to X-Rank. Don't go to Open series. Maybe play some scrims with some, you know, maps that are beloved.
That's the problem because you get one good map and you get one bad map in the open rotation, and you always get the bad map.
Yep. We're gonna see a right drop from a shooter, the gal, from the side of Yes King.
Oh, look at they've been able. That was great. Gauze was able to stay alive. By doing that, they went under and stayed alive and stayed safe, meaning that all of the members of I Am My Dog didn't want to drop down, meaning that all of mid goes to Yes King really early. Unfortunately, they do feed and lose all that said space that they worked so hard to get.
Yeah, with Range and Slosher both pushing and pinching little areas of mid, it's going to be hard to stay there for very long without any sort of picks or any sort of special to help them get back there.
Yeah, the Range trying to find something, not able to. Ghost is gonna go down again. Staying alive down in this lower mid side. We're gonna say Okami. They have the Zuka at the ready. Do they want to pop it? Are they gonna opt to go for Kyo? Again, sometimes Carbon gets those, sometimes Carbon doesn't. And this is a great Kraken.
Also gonna take down the pencil there with the Zuka and Range combo, and there's only really one guy alive under the basket. Plus spawns from top right.
Oh, beautiful big power time to going down to 45.
The exact same score as earlier today.
And it was off the opening push. Gosh, did not get splatted by that bomb off the wall. I am impressed.
Carbon going to go ahead and jump out. That is going to give mid and a lot of Platinum Spinner to Yes King here, as they have 2 balls as well as their pity. They score the first one. Looking for some picks.
Are they going to go down? Okami is still underneath this basket. They're gonna get another clam in. They have their pity, as you said. They do have Happy, who's got more clams in. They're able to throw it in, and here comes that power. All the way down to 24. Make that 4. Who's left alive? Kyo in the spawn.
So disappointed when you realize it was just Kyo in the spawn. No knockout potential going to be seen from here. Kyo just gonna grab some clams and then go ahead and give up mid to I Ate My Dog. Just gonna really try and refuse them that clam economy, and looking to drop actually left, but goes down.
I don't know. It's just like you know when you see, like, you finally get to see LeBron James play, and first time in a long time since it's been a while since I've seen Kyo play on one of the streams that I've been able to commentate. And bro's like LeBron James. He's not like who he was on the Heat, bro. I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for that. Make that a Twitter clip for me, Kyo.
We got a comment here with 7 clams, sees the final, just needs to get that pick, but decides to go regular clams, really keeping that basket open.
They missed the little clam. They couldn't pick it up.
Was it intentional? Hard to say.
Oh, this could be a lead. This could be the game. My dog just did the unthinkable. I felt like that push was over and done with, but luckily they were able to get some little clams here and there. And Yes King, they didn't clean up their plat. They didn't clean up the members that were still there. The jumps just came in. They kept going. They kept pushing. And the dogs, they came through.
I blinked and it was over. I couldn't believe it. Man, they were at 45 and then suddenly it was just 0. They got so many individual clams in there, and then the pity just jumped. And that's game.
I was busy roasting LeBron James. But yeah, the Carbon just missed here at the end here. As we see Happy not able to find the shots that they needed, and the jumps are going to come in. Everyone else is just, they didn't know who to focus, they didn't know who to stop, they didn't know where to look. And Yes King, the team that Pat said was going to come in here and stamp this tournament, need to reverse sweep this best of 5.
Yep, get your tweets ready. Get the drafts out. At Pat _Ortal.
Yep. You know he'll be back. He's gonna be back on Dapple later on in the week. Shout outs to Dapple. Dapple Productions. They've been a great organization for a long time. And you know what? I'm gonna do it now, because why not? Shout out to Dapple, and please, if you can, support us. We love our supporters on Ko-Fi. But we'll shout out our sponsors who've helped us out later on in the tournament when the tournament's done. But definitely help it out because so we can make better and stronger and more entertaining tournaments in Splatoon 3's middle age phase.
Oh, you haven't heard the news. A lot of people think we're in the end game.
Bro, we are not in the end game. We're not in the end game. Okay, for people to know, the end game is when the next game has been announced. That is end game.
Looks like we got pencils on both sides for this Mahi Mahi Zones game as Neo Splash pick coming out from Yes King. That is going to be a little different from their previous comp.
Yeah, imagine being one of those Mother 3 people. They're still in endgame, bro. They're still just waiting for Mother 4.
Poor Mother 3 fans. The Gal is going to live this entire time. Had huge wall gameplay earlier and has been getting so many picks. So much value off of that life. And gonna come back fast now with Cooler. Carbon trying to give a flank, but realizes it's a lost cause. 2 people gonna be looking. Safely backs. But it's unfortunately gonna have to back more from these strikes. Decides to go in instead and dies to 2 people still looking.
Yeah. We are gonna see Yes King. They have a strong start here. We gotta get, if you want Yes King to win, get hype in the chat. If you want I Am My Dog, spam the dogs in the chat. Come on now. We need to show some support for both these teams. Is Happy Hawk able to find 1? Can they find 2? They're opting to back off and play safe because they know that Gods will be able to easily clean them up if they come on the Kraken.
And I Am My Dog kind of just used all their specials there. They don't really have any special advantage at all. They're going to have to be getting some main and sub weapon kills here if they want to be able to retake.
That's good because they have 2 weapons that are actually really good at getting those main weapon kills. As I say that, one of them goes down, being the Carbon, and the Range Blaster is another weapon that it can just use its main weapon to get good spots.
Yeah, for sure. We have a Shark on this bottom right drop. We have a Slosher above. But they're going to be really safe, not really dropping, painting for special, and getting that zone. Not quite capping, though. No penalty.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, King, they are staying alive here. They have lost 1, but if they can get these spots on the side, that would be massive for them. And they do.
With the pincer is going to allow them to. It is looking dire for I Ate My Dog. Strikes on Yes Dog coming out.
They can't get there. No chance. That'll be it. That'll be Yes King. They woke up. They arose and they're ready to go.
Were the strikes what Yes King needed? They really forced that Carbon that one time to kind of go in, decide to go in or give all the space. It seemed to work out really well for them on the splat zones, but will that continue for future modes? We will see on next Hagglefish Tower Control.
Yeah. Tower Control and Hagglefish. We have seen this map as well.
Yeah.
Today. It's gonna be interesting. Did we see I Ate My Dog on this map? I don't remember. You know what's awesome? I get to see all the previous sets and what they played. Yes, they did play this map and they won it. And they also won it in round group stage as well. They are 2-0 today. W. So I just gotta say, shout out to Sendo. I love this Sendo thing. This website was great in Splatoon 2, but in Splatoon 3, with having tournaments here, is immaculate.
Yeah, it's absolutely popped off. It got me back into competitive Splatoon just a couple months ago.
Yeah. It's great. So, Yes King. They're gonna find a way to be the first team that beat I Ate My Dog on this map.
And if they do, it will be a very well-deserved Game 5 and very solid momentum into Game 5 as well. But I Ate My Dog having that strong 2-0 is going to put a very big statistical advantage on their side.
Yes. Both the teams are actually undefeated, but Yes King has only played it once, so not as cool if you've only being undefeated and only played it once. And match point still here. Can Yes King force the critical Game 5. It's up to them. Can they dig deep and find that extra gear today?
We got Gal and Slosher on that left flank, kind of fighting, but the Gal decides to retreat. No early fights before Cooler happening here.
No, both teams knowing what they need to play for, and that's those drinks. They need those ready. Are just going to be YesKing losing one of their members? I believe they did get the Cooler. Actually, they didn't. They had slower response. Their Slosher, on the other hand, did get the Cooler spawn. Flank gets through. Gauss gets 1. This might be massive. The Uno reverse card. YesKing, they're getting slaughtered. But then Gauss comes in and gets 4.
And another, maybe? Yes,
That is
the
the point.
bubble.
No, that's the point. I predicted. I'm a genie, you know? That's how it is.
The wish coming out from Genie. Can Gauss get a quad? Being answered.
Both teams, again, early game. No, the game is not all that interesting and exciting until the first checkpoint is gone on this map. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. So we're just waiting to see who makes that first move, who gets that first foothold, who gets that first advantage.
We're seeing the second set of strikes coming out from YesKing, but now only the strike weapons being alive, kind of needing to back away, try not to die to this Kraken.
See, the Slosher is coming in from behind, so has to jump out, and that's Kyo. Having to stay alive. First checkpoint has finally been reached. Oh no! Margaret just killed their teammate by pushing them off the map with the tower. Luckily, they were able to get through that first checkpoint. Oh my gosh, the Slosher.
Yeah, but
Half
they're
has
going to
not
be
had a good
backing
day on
with
that tower over there.
And we have still got Happy Hawk in the spawn here versus the Pencil, changing the alias for this game.
Here we go. We are going to see Gauss popping the killer route. Does have 2 down there, opting to back off. Smart, but they have to watch out because they know that they are going to be pressured out. Smart. Having to jump out, that's okay. Happy Hawk, what can you do with this Kraken? You are going to see Peachy. Will you be able to find anything else? Oh, Kyo showing his hand. Opting to fall back, though, just a little bit to stay alive.
And with 3 down on the side of YesKing, this is going to be a good push for I Ate My Dog now. They're going to set up a bubble in the top right. That is going to be huge for securing checkpoint 2. Let's see if they are able to get it.
Yeah, this is going to be massive. I Ate My Dog through the second checkpoint, which is pivotal. Can they get through this third one? It's going to be looking difficult. They're definitely going to lose 1. Kraken is out, trying to get some more points, but as you can see, as soon as it touches the top of that tower, it gets launched to the stratosphere.
Yeah, the Kraken allowed the V-Roller to go in, get that pick. Unable to get the double, though, is going to spell kind of a awkward state for the push here. They do have someone still top right. Half.
They're still just up there. They are going to jump out, though. Smart play.
All 4 members of YesKing grabbing that cooler, and with a whale, they will be able to take some space here.
This is going to be a cooler out from I Ate My Dog. We gotta watch out. Gauss goes down. Can they be able to find the shots that they need to get this, get the shot away? So the splash away? It's going to be difficult. Peachy, what can you find? They're going to find the trade.
Gauss sharking here on the left side, sees the pencil, decides to wait till the 5 shots are out and get 1 and 2. Still has the wall to be alive. And with Kraken out, a very strong position for Gauss still.
Oh, yep. That's average range blaster interactions. You're like, how did you... Sometimes you just don't even ask how you got the splat. You just accept it and continue to play the game. As a range blaster player, that's all you have to do.
Love the preemptive callouts from Rangebuster players. They get that first shot, and oh, I got one, guys.
Yo,
no, it's really funny.
You just know, because it's just so big of a hitbox. This is going to be it for YesKing. They have to find the lead here. They've got 20 seconds before overtime. What can they do? They're starting to force their way up. We're going to notice at the top right, to be under control. They've got 2 splats, but the cost of Gauss. Gauss will be back. I'm worried because these strikes from half will be it. They will be what can decide the game. Will they be able to survive this? Both teams losing players left and right. The strikes are out. Overtime is here. Can they stay on this tower? Can you hold on for just long enough? Peachy is there, but that's going to be a wipeout. I Ate My Dog are going to be taking this paddling pool.
Congratulations to I Ate My Dog over Yes King. Grand Finals 3-1 and proving Pat wrong.
Yep, Pat is wrong. Everybody at Pat after this set and say you were wrong. So, yeah. That is the lore of this paddling pool. I Ate My Dog. Congratulations to them. They really played well, and they showed their strengths in this finals game at why they were second seed, and they shouldn't be underestimated.
Big agree, and huge start on game one. Scorched Rainmaker from the pencil on I Ate My Dog. Great plays there, able to take that, showing that the range really matters for those cooler weapons.
But with that, Brave, we'll pretty much be wrapping up this tournament. Well, I pull up the calendar. Do you have the shoutouts page? The shoutouts are lovely supporters who tuned in to the stream and who have been supporting the stream with more than just their viewership. Yeah, huge shoutouts to our Ko-Fi supporters, Squidade and Dura Marmalade. Thank you for supporting us, and if you enjoyed what we do here at Dapple Production, please consider supporting us on Ko-Fi. Visit our Ko-Fi page, or by clicking the link in the Twitch, or post it on our social, because I know we have that there. But thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you, Brave, for being here today.
My laptop may have just died. I may not even have this voice on the stream right now, but
lol.
It was great commentating this tournament today.
That is a great time for the laptop to die, right at the end. But with that, everybody, we do have a new month, because this is the last day of the month. We do have on this coming Saturday, we do have the first 20XX qualifier tournament. So do not miss that. And if you want some more paddling pool action, same place, same time, next week. You know it. It's been here for pretty much, we've missed 2 paddling pools in the last 278 Wednesdays. That is it. But anyway, with that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you Saturday or next Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed the stream.